Well, hey guys, I'm really happy to be back kind of more on this time slot. Well, especially for today reasons that we will go into. But first, let's address the elephant in the room. I know that everyone is looking at me right now with great concern for my mental wellness. You're all saying, Reese, why does your hair still look like that? There's a lot of reasons, and we're going to talk about that as well. There's a lot of reasons, but none of them have to do with my mental wellness, and that's important to know. Hey, Just Joan, Kelly, there's my mods. Of course, this mouse is doing its weird thing it does sometimes. Hey, Scientology up north. Hey, Buffy. Megan Roberts is here. Liz Tricks. Jojo the Enforcer. That is absolutely hilarious. Linda Garden Ladies here. Kim Gray. Well, welcome in. I'll see you on the replay. And thank you to everybody who watches the replay. The replay crew is amazing. Hey, Kestrel, I'm going up. I'm going to go back down now. I don't like going up. I get scared. I get lost up there and then I get too far up and then I can't get back down. I'm like Charlie when he drinks the fizzy lifting drinks and Charlie and the Willy Wonka. And he's like, Grandpa, I can't get back down. And it's like, you brought this on yourself. The part of that movie, that's the worst part of that movie. First of all, I don't really like Charlie. I don't like him a lot. But the part where he's like, it's like you were told not to do that. And now you're doing it. Charlie, you're simply suffering the consequences of your actions. Everybody sees that. Like nobody's buying into your grandpa, I'm so scared. I hate when he does that. Charlie cries wolf a lot. Rachel Sandy, welcome in. Hey, Starlina, Pat, Jonas, just as I am, Anne in Ashby. Panda, I love you, girl. Linuswell, cute picture and welcome in. Hey, Marsha Laird. Funky Mama, good to see you, babe. Really good to see you. Hey, Armine. K Space is here. Big Z. Big Z, I'm happy to see you. I never get to see Big Z. Like 3 times a month, I get to see Big Z. It's quite a treat. Hey, Joanne Hawley. I've got words. Robin Miners. Thank you. Hey, Be Courteous. Nice name. Philip Wright made it in. My Canadian. So many Canadians. I love it, Jojo. Hey, Angie Moe. Reese, your mental health is the most important thing. I would say that to be true. Yeah, I would agree with that. Thank you for pointing that out. Silver lining. Nancy Jane. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Viggy Cat. Lydia, I'm super excited for Zoom. Thank you, babe. I am really excited about it. I'm nervous that I'm not going to have power or internet. We have to talk about that. We have to come up with some kind of a plan, and I'm scared. Thank you for your super chat. Gabby. Hello. I'm back after unsubscribing, but realizing others were wrong about you. That is the coolest comment that I will see today. Gabby, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. And that is super, super kind and big of you. And I love people like you, and I want to be surrounded by people like you, Gabby. So I hope that you don't leave. I hope I don't let you down. But thank you for coming back. I mean that so sincerely, you have no idea. Thank you. Libby Jackson, welcome in. Hey, Whidbey Island hippie girl. Buffy, I'm doing great. I'm lying. Hey, Anna Banana. Catherine B. How far behind am I? Ooh, I'm kind of behind. Abigail, welcome in. That's okay. Enjoy your Bible study class. Charlie sucked, and I'm glad that somebody's willing to agree with me on this. Everybody loves Charlie and his dirty tricks. I got sick of that kid right away. I saw right through his character. I saw it 100%. But when he drank the fizzy lifting drinks and then tried to pretend like it wasn't his fault, he was like, Grandpa, I'm getting too close to the fan. I was like, the fan's going to chop you up and you shouldn't have done it. Wonka told you not to do it and you did it anyway. And he explained that in the end when he pointed out Charlie's character. I'm sick of it. I'm not over that. I've never been over it. Linda Gillum. Baby Lily Pad. Thank you, Wendy Brewer. Hey, Puka Vista. Grandpa Joe was also a bit creepy. I agree with this very much. Yeah. The only cool person in that, I mean, I had a crush on Wonka. Shock, right? Like a total shock. I just liked his craziness, his kookiness. I loved his purple jacket. I liked his fun, crazy hair that he like swallowed a hand grenade. The only part that I didn't like was that part where he was like, There's no way to tell the direction we're going. Is it raining? Is it snowing? And I was like, this is fun. Okay. And then like it shows creepy scenes. And I was like, okay, I don't like you anymore. Oh, but we like you, Bobo, and you're a good person. He's friendly and he's kind of quirky like Wonka. Oh, and he has pood ears and he's so nice. He's so nice. He got to go up to grandma's today and he's what was that? And he's still in our face about it. And he says, but it wasn't enough. I'm a poodle. I'm an 80-pound poodle. I'm a working man. And he says, I need stuff to do, Mom. I need things to do. I can't just sit here and listen to you yap for 2 hours. I need things. I'm an emotional support kissy man. Love you, Bobo. Now go lay down, though. Okay, or don't. Hey, Margie Barr, April Cow, and Meredith Lynn. Tennessee girl, Trixie. I love Trixie. You did, Buffy. Stephanie with a PH. Welcome in, babe. Thank you. Yeah, April, I'm excited for you. Hey, little M, Callie Galley. I've been following the nonsense. You and Nora have my full support. Bigsy, thank you. I think a lot of people have been following the nonsense who don't even follow nonsense. It's hard not to follow the damn nonsense if you want to be honest. Welcome back, Gabby. And by the way, thank you for everyone who has been here. Hey, Forever Jack's Girl to support me. I mean that. Look at Gabby. Like there are people, Gabby, I mean it. I mean it. There are people who I cannot explain to you how much I don't care about hate and how much I really, really care about the support. The support is where it's at. Right. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Hey, Lumen. Thank you, Dan, the breaking news man. There's Alicia. I've missed you, Alicia. I've noticed that I haven't seen you the last few streams. Thank you for being here. I know that you have a life. Hey, Alabama Rose. Thanks, Wendy Brewer. K-Fic. Sierra Terry. Chops World. Oh my God. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, everyone. I've been gone a while. I had to distance myself. I'm catching up with all the awful stuff. Chops World. Wow, it is so cool to see names that I haven't seen in forever and that I figured I'd never see again in this channel, in this chat. That means everything to me. It really does. It is incredible and I appreciate it. And I promise you, this is not a masterclass in love bombing. It's just simply explaining my feelings to you like you explained them to me. Like I mean this. Like what Gabby said, would we call that anything other than sincerity and authenticity? We would not. And my response to Gabby, I would not say was love bombing. I really, really care. And I welcome having her back. I think that's amazing. Denise LaFawn, who the hell is this Charlie? What? Angie Moe, come on. What are you doing? Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Grandpa! Come on. You know who Charlie is. He gets on everybody's nerves and he cries wolf all day. Hey, Jackie C. That's Patty Cake. Patty Cake, welcome in. Zoe. Yeah, Stephanie, I can't do sparkling. I saw Clearly Canadian was on sale yesterday at Publix and I didn't buy any because it's so damn sugary. I got the beaties and I'm happy to eat sugar. Like I feel like that's worth it, but I don't like to drink sugar. Does that make sense? Like if it's between a Clearly Canadian and 10 Fig Newtons, I'm going to do a line of Fig Newtons every time. Like I'll drink water. I'll substitute and just do water, but like I got to have something sugary. That's why I've got the beaties. No, okay, fine. He's kind of redeemed. Did you know that Charlie in real life became a veterinarian? Okay, fine. I take it back. We like Charlie. Speaking of Charlie, where the hell have you been? There's old Charlie, our Aussie friend. Is that a ring or a pro rodeo belt buckle? Are you serious? This isn't even a big one. I like big rings, Philip, right? This one isn't even one of my bigger ones, but thanks for noticing it. I know it's hard to see. How did 4 people sleep in the same bed? Hello, bed bugs. Like I get grossed out thinking about my own skin. Like when I'm in bed and I do this, I'm like, ew, now I have skin flakes everywhere. Does it? No? Okay. Let's not do that. I don't want to freak anybody out and make people unsubscribe who just came back to check in. Yes, Abigail. Hey, Linda Gillum, I appreciate you so much for all that you do for us. Wow. I don't feel like I do anything for you, but thank you. I'll take it. Thank you so much for paying to say that. That's so kind. Thank you for the super chat. Just Jen, welcome in, babe. Oh my God, I'm really behind. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip. I hate doing this. What a strange question. Rainy love. I have a question. Why is it okay for a man to cheat but not a woman? That's an odd question because I think you start your question with saying it's okay. You imply that it's okay. I don't think cheating's ever okay. I cheated once. I cheated on, I don't recognize your name, so I don't know if you're just brand new, if where this question's coming from, but welcome in first. I'm Reese. And hey, Jen, I cheated once. I cheated on my third husband, Rainy Love, and I never felt right about it. I still don't feel right about it. As dicky as he was, hey, Tammy, and he may or may not have cheated on me. I don't know. I mean, he definitely cheated on me, I would say, with going to those sex parties. I don't know if there was actual penetration. You know what I mean? But I will say this, I felt like it was emotional cheating and I cheated on him and that doesn't though you can't that doesn't cancel each other out. So I don't think it's right to cheat either way. I think cheating is a really heavy topic and it's awful and it eats at your soul. I really feel bad. It would be like stealing from someone. Like you would eat at your conscience if you were born with one or you choose to have that kind of lifestyle. I choose to have that kind of lifestyle. I feel really guilty about cheating. I don't think it's right at all. If you have a follow up about that, I'd love to see more. Virginia Martinez, thank you for the super sticker, babe, and welcome back in. Hey, Alex Moore, Lady O, always late. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Hey, Donna Cooper. I hope your birthday was great. Yesterday was Alana's birthday too. Did I mention that on the stream? I texted her, but I can't remember if I mentioned it. Hey, Dip Me in Glitter. Patricia, welcome in. Linda Perales. Charlie was a good kid. The others were brats. I mean, if you choose to see it that way, she's not really entirely wrong, but I mean, all of them were little dicks, little dickheads. Hey, Marissa Martin. Violet was a brat with her stupid gum. She's like, nom, 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 nom. I'm a know-it-all. Nom, 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 nom. I have to be honest. I've said this. Hey, G or Gee. I know it's crappy to say this, but hey, Brenda, I really like the song. I want the world. I want the whole world. I want to wrap it all up in my pocket. It's my bar of chocolate. Give it to me now. And then I would always like every husband I've ever had. And then last time I was in Ecuador, I did it to Tommy. Like I always get mad and I go, "You're always making things difficult." You know how she always said that to her dad? I kind of liked Veruca Salt. Kind of liked her little attitude. No? Okay. Wrong audience. Hey, Jennifer Ogle. It's not okay for anyone to cheat. That was my thoughts, but I don't know. Rhonda McNeil. Hey, babe. Who cheated? Oh, you think Jeff cheated? Yeah, if we had to guess, I would guess that the chat here, like if we had, hey, Diane the canning Nana, that's cute. You know, my mom's name is Diane, and she always canned shit when I was little. She doesn't do any of that anymore, but that would be neat for her to come back and make a comeback with it because it was good. I remember her jams. Hey, Sandy Kovacs, if we had to take a gander, if we had to just take a guess, he cheated. Didn't need to be there. The hookers admitted it. Okay, Margie Barr. I thought there would be some spicy answer about it, and Margie Barr wins for that. He probably did. Well, welcome in, Diane. I'm glad you're here, girl. He probably did. I think it's neither here nor there at this point. Oh my God, I finally just caught up. Didn't the ladies of the night say that he had sex with them? At least one? Yes. Yeah, a couple of them did actually. I'm just trying to give Jeff the benefit of the doubt. Like, I don't know why. I'm just trying to, it's been a bit, we haven't talked to Jeff. We haven't seen him. I'm just trying to smooth over that story. Your mouth says Willy Wonka, but your scarf says Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice. I can't imagine anyone wanting, I don't even want to put this up, to be with Jeff. I guess money can make a girl. Hey, I married that guy, but I don't have anything to say about it. I liked him in the beginning. I was attracted to that. I don't have a type, clearly. Marty Jewell. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I think the ladies of the night confirmed it. I just still kind of choose to believe I still kind of, why are we talking about this? I still kind of choose to believe maybe he didn't. I don't know. Let's take a vote. Fine. Okay. Push me to the edge. Put a one in the chat if you feel that Jeffrey may have entered into Cheater Town. Because I did though. We can't be making him look bad here. Well, we can. He cheated. He cheated. And he went to naked parties. I didn't do that. I just got naked with one person. I didn't get naked like at a party with a bunch of people. I mean, I feel like okay, that's a lot of ones. Brenda said, I would have cheated if I had to live with him. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. I remember Rainey, you're still in here. Hey, Kim's Whims. I remember, of course, Donna Cooper. I remember someone going off on you, but he is married with girlfriends. You remember someone going off on me? Oh, good Lord. A lot of people went off on me about that. You didn't get naked with Tommy. You wore a pillow. This is true. This is true. Whenever I typically get naked with a person for the first time, I'm just so incredibly fit with my six pack that I like to cover myself with pillows because I don't want to like scare them off, right? Like fitness is my life, as you can tell. Like it's all about fitness and I take it very seriously. Where are the Fig Newtons? Yeah. So people, yeah, Robin W. I'm not trying to hide the fact that I cheated. I think it was incredibly wrong. That's no joke, too, by the way, guys. Like I talk about that in therapy. I still feel bad about that. That's my character showing. To me, hey, Bo Beats, of course you're not blocked. That's my character showing. When you do something like that, when you lie about a person, when you destroy somebody's reputation, when you cheat, all of those things are like, yeah, Brenda. I mean, here's the thing. Brenda goes, he was really mean to you and Hux. I get it. We can check off all kinds of things and reasons why, but it's still, I don't condone that. And it does display my character. And that's why I have not forgiven myself, nor am I over it. Hey, Haggis, I'm not over it. I don't think it was right. And I wish I had gotten divorced. And I always recommend that, right? I don't think it's cool to cheat. If you're married or if you're in a serious relationship, I think you should just say, hey, I kind of hate you now. And I've decided I don't want to be here or have intercourse. So I chose a new person to have the intercourse with. Coitus. He broke your vows. I don't consider your mattress mamba with Tommy cheating. Hey, Valerie. Answering the bone phone with Tommy, it makes it okay then, I guess, going to Pound Town. No, I don't. Okay, Rainey, Aaron went off on you, but he is married with girlfriends. Like today? When? What do you mean? I mean, he's gone off on me so many times, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people, Aaron's little troll friends too did. It's not, they weren't in the wrong, guys. It was wrong. It was wrong. I'm not sitting here going, well, he cheated on me, so that makes it okay. It's not. It wasn't okay. It's not cool. And I still am not right with myself about that. I may go to my grave not being right about that. I'm being dead serious. I don't like it. That's part of the title of this. I'm sick of the secrets. I don't like cheating is secretive. Doing shit behind the scenes is secretive. Thank you, Philip Wright. A lot of people said that, but I thought Jeff was a good looking guy. Honestly, I did. I saw a picture of him the other day in my pictures in my phone, and I was like, I know everybody else doesn't think so, but I thought he was good looking. Once I polished his ass up. When I first saw him and he had bangs, I was like, oh, we can't work with this. I can't do this. Let's do a before and after shoot. So that's what I did. I really tried to make him feel better. I was like, I have an idea. Let's get you out of those clothes. Let's get you into some new ones. Let's chop those damn bangs off. Let's get some beard oil. Let's do a before and after shoot. Rhonda McNeil. I always like what Ron. Hey, love it. Rhonda says, Reese, you don't. Hey, Squirrel Girl. Marsha, welcome in. Reese, you don't feel bad because who Jeff is. You feel bad because that's who you are. You have character. Diddy style parties are for a different type of character. Dang, that's a good comment. just for me, just for me. Hey, back the bus up, Donna Lane, welcome in. Never forget little M that he wore. Don't let's never forget that Jeff wore Keen open-toed sandals in that photo where he was making fun of me. And I can't. You're right. That does take the ref takes a point away. That does, yeah, that's oof. Well, yeesh. You know, yeah, I am as deep as a puddle, aren't I? Because I don't mind like being caught cheating, but if you caught me wearing Keens, like if you caught me in like some outfit that I just was so ashamed of, I couldn't come back from that. Like rip my character to shreds. Tell me that I'm a child abuser because they do that. Like say that I'm a documented scammer and grifter. I'm like psh, psh, fiddle faddle. If you put it like if Marilyn put a picture of me like out in a pair of Crocs, like with some like camo pants or something, I would shut my channel down. I'm not kidding too. Like that's something I probably shouldn't have said out loud. Hey, Irish Mart, it's also something that I probably need to work out in therapy. But yeah, if I were caught in a pair of Keens, yeah, those bangs were bad. I couldn't come back from that. I couldn't. So that's how to get to me, trolls. If you want to try to go back in time and like find some picture of me like 20 years ago in a really bad frump dump outfit, that's how you get to me. You might want to Photoshop something. Like if you can make it like AI it, you could bully me off the internet with like a really bad outfit. I'm just saying, I'm trying to give you something here because the shit you're doing isn't working. Barbara Waite, welcome in, babe. Yeah, you know, this is, hey, Molly Moon. This is, Puka Vista is really good at Photoshop. See what you can come up with. See if there's something that, like a pair of Crocs or so. Oh, throw me in a pair of cargo pants. Oh, God. Like, yeah, put me in a pair of cargo pants. Lost Boys, Golden Girls, welcome in. Thank you. Marilyn right now is furiously looking up what the hell Keens are. Oh, I don't think so. She probably wears those if I had to guess. Hey, Katie did it. She's probably going to grab hers and like put them in the photo. And my lunchies, what a cute name. Oh my God, I shouldn't shout that. That will upset Bo. I'm giving her ideas. It's intentional, Buffy. I'm trying to help these people out. I'm trying to throw them a bone, make them some money, right? When I get paid, they get paid. It really works for everyone. I don't know if you guys know this, but like Marilyn and I are best friends. We're just working behind the scenes to make it look like we hate each other so that we just, but she's here right now, actually. She's making a roast, burning biscuits. Rhonda McNeil, thank you so much. Hey, Linda. Shelly, I know I'm funny when Reese overlooks my comments. Dan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I missed them. Hey, weren't stirrup pants supposed to make a comeback? Hey, Natalie. Stella, where the hell have you been? I have missed you. How's your father? Hey, DS Kitty Diane. Stirrup pants. I would rather be caught in stirrup pants with slouch socks, right? Hey, Barefoot April. Thank you, babe. Wow, I forgot about that episode. Thank you. I would rather be caught in those. So whoever's making the AI right now, if you really want to hit it hard, and I mean hard, put me in a pair of cargo pants. Oof, I shudder thinking about it. God, I feel like Miranda in Devil Wears Prada, where she's like, and you clearly don't know anything about fashion. And Anne Hathaway's like, I think that's it. And she's like, no, that wasn't a question. Yeah, no. Throw me in a pair of cargo pants and Crocs, and you will see me sail off into the sunset, off the internet. I'll change my name, and I'm going to be moving to Madagascar. You will never hear from me again. People will be like, "What happened to Reese?" And they'll be like, "I don't know. They said she was a child abuser. She came right back. She bounced back. Hey, Grandma Sunshine Dragon." And they'll be like, and she said that they held Tommy's past against her, and she seemed to stand tall. Don't get me started on it. And then they're like, and then they said that she was like a grifter and stealing people's money out of their accounts to super chat herself. No big deal. But then they put out a picture of her in cargo pants and Crocs, and we never saw her again. Oh, Oh, wow, Diane, I was on, I don't know, like a month ago. If you wear Crocs and cargo pants, I'm quitting. Helena, I would really expect that out of you. Helena is just as shallow as I am when it comes to that. So, if you guys want to, if you really want to hit me hard, if you really want to get it, if you really want to nail it, if you want to nail that coffin shut, do it. Do it hard. Throw me in a pair of Keens, open toed. Holy hell. And I have good feet. There's nothing wrong with open toes. I have, if you saw my other channel and saw how much, hey, Kiki, the income that's just the checks flying in due to my amazing footage of the foots, right? But no, Mike, I don't mind overalls. Some overalls are really cute. Like I wear overalls. That's not bad. Depends on the overall, but no, not the cargo pants. Don't do it. Don't do it. Rhonda McNeil. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, it was a great interview with her. Don't feel bad because of who Jeff is. You feel bad because of who you are. This is an actual fact. Now, I had some kind of a topic and I forgot what it was now because we've just been jabbering on. I can't imagine your feet in Crocs. I can't either. Hey, Eric, but if you want to get me to lose all of my subscribers, throw me up there in a pair of Crocs. I expect every one of you to hit unsubscribe. I would do it to you. It's only fair. Do it to me. Do it. I think this is a very accurate, good statement. And I think, Rhonda, that I'm never going to get over it because of that. It was so out of character for me to cheat on Jeff that oh my God, Katie did it. I saw Reese wearing flip flops and army pants. So I got flip flops and army pants. What movie? Mean Girls. MLG Gamer, welcome in, babe. Hey, Rue. Oh my God, I just Googled Keens. Oh, it's the worst. And you know she wears them. Like, I know. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling there's some Keen footage there. At least Crocs. There's probably like a pink pair of Crocs going on that are like overworn and all dirty and gross. So anyway, back to what's Valerie. Oh my God. I saw Regina George wearing flip-flops and camo pants. So I bought flip-flops and camo pants. Hey, DNV. God, that movie. We talked about it yesterday. It's hilarious. So there's some things, Mean Girls. Hey, Kim is blue. Don't Google it. If you don't know what Keens are, don't do it. Zoe, what? No, Mike, they're not. What do you have a highlighter on your cheeks with your blush or is it just blush? Okay, so first of all, Zoe, I love your question. Second, I'll never wear a blush without a highlighter, and I'll never wear a highlighter without a blush. If you see me without blush, I look like you would look at me and go, "What are you doing out of your casket?" I look like I've been embalmed. Yeah, Teresa, I don't recommend anyone Google Keens. It's the worst thing you'll ever see. So I do always have a highlighter and I'm always going to have blush on, girl. It's just important. I think it's a good balance for this season's fashion. So today for blush, I have on I highly recommend this. I wish Holly was in here. It's a Makeup Forever. I love Makeup Forever brand. Oh my God, Puka Vista. That was just mean. It's a Makeup Forever stick blush in a lilac color, which I just am over the moon about. I got it on Black Friday and I've never been happier about it. It just glides on and then I just blend it. I blend with my fingers. And then I took the House Labs Lady Gaga brand. I'm glad you mentioned it because I put it on and I was like, I don't know if I like this highlighter. Is it too much? It's the new glassy highlighter and it comes in a stick. And so you just pop it off. It's literally like almost like this. It's a white tube and you pop it off. And this is glassy opal is the color. And I just go. And I typically do a little whistle as I do it. And then same, I just blend and I'm like, is it cute? Can I see it? And then I put these damn lights on and I'm like, whoa, too much highlighter. But I'm glad that one person thinks it's not too much because I didn't think so either. And thank you, Zoe. Keen is a brand name. They have good hiking boots. Yes, they do. I believe when my son was in Boy Scouts, he had a pair of Keen hiking boots. They're not always the worst thing, but if you're going to wear the open-toed ones and you're Jeff, that's when it's no good. Especially, here's the thing, it reflects poorly on me. It hurts my feelings. Oh, thanks, Debbie Zito. It hurts my feelings because, love you, Tammy. You tried the Huda Easy Blur Primer. Yeah, I like it too. Hey, Erica. Thank you, Zoe. Thanks, GeoPlanet Jane. I like the Huda primer. That's what I'm using as well. Oh, primer. No, I use the YSL primer. Huda, I like their setting powders. I have their setting powder and setting spray, and I'm liking it. I think it doesn't really matter. I always have a shine here by the end of a show. It doesn't matter how much primer I put on. Not primer again. Well, primer too, but setting powder, it still gets oily on my damn forehead. Okay, so I also get a little upset about this, and then we'll move on with this topic. I really changed Jeff's whole look. Like, if you saw the before and after, I took him shopping. I got him the cutest clothes. Like, I redid his whole. By the time Jeff and I were together for a couple years, he was like so excited about his closet every day, and I started to act like Stanley Tucci every morning in Devil Wears Prada. He would come out after a couple years of me dressing him. He'd come out, and I would go, "Who put that together for you?" And he didn't know what I was quoting. I was quoting Stanley Tucci with Anne Hathaway in The Devil Wears Prada when she has that really cute outfit on. And he's like, "Bet your size 6 ass." And she's like, "4." And because remember, he's like, 6 is the new 14. Yikes. That's not good for me. But he would come out of his closet and I'd be like, "Who put that together for you?" I'd be like, "Spin around. Let me see that. Let me see it." Hey, Rocks in a Box. Love the name. I love Stanley Tucci. Yeah. So Jeff would always compliment me and say, like, "I have 15 pairs of shoes." He's like, "I've always owned these shitty old New Balances my whole life." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. And those are going to the Goodwill." Like, I polished him up. I'm proud of that. That's what I do with my husbands. Hey, Airwalker. Hey, Kathy Burkhardt. Husbands should be like Kleenex, soft, strong, and disposable. Heather Rhodes, welcome in, babe. And so I really cleaned Jeffrey up. And what happened when we got divorced? Anybody? Anybody? He went right back to it. And I thought, this is a poor reflection on me. I could not be more upset right now. You might as well just grow your bangs out. What happened? Why are we wearing these jeans? Like, we specifically went and had jeans done for you. Why are you wearing these Keen open-toed sandals? I was very upset about that. Was I upset about the divorce? Not until I saw those Keens. And I was like, I expected you to keep this up. I took you shopping for 5 years. Yes, it's from the movie Clue. Husbands should be like Kleenex, soft, strong, and disposable. I spent a lot of time grooming and making him bonable for all of those ladies of the night at the naked parties. Like, every one of them. Like, the last hooker I saw was like, "Hey, by the way, you really polished him up for us." Thank you. They were like, "Thank you for the grooming tips for him. Like, we'd been asking him to do it for years. Like, thanks for polishing him up and making us like more willing to do it." Did Jeff remarry? No, but he does have some lovely girlfriend. And I was thinking about this yesterday, and this is serious. I'm happy for them. Like, I'm happy when people find love. I think that, I mean, I don't know much about her. I know that he started dating her before we got divorced. And oh, lady, oh, he did. And he had known her like his whole life. They met when they were teenagers. And like, I don't know if she's like the one that got away, but I have to be honest, I was like, this is good. This is good. I'm happy for him. I want him to have someone to help take care of him. And so that's not a joke. I'm not being sarcastic. I truly was like, my work here is done. Like, I'm glad that he has somebody else to kind of take over, right? And maybe it's a better fit. Clearly, I am not a fit with a lot of people. I think my mouth gets in the way of things. I think it does. I think that I'm a little too zesty for things. And I think I drive a lot of people, not just men, but a lot of people crazy. Poor Tommy, right? Like, I feel, thankfully he's in a whole other country and like, he doesn't have to put up with this shit like in person, Think about that. So, the point is, right? Let's get down to it. I've been thinking about some things, and since our last stream, and Pat Jonas, yeah, we can't have too many friends, can we? Hi, Sharon Marks from Australia. We have a ton of Aussies in here, and I love that. Hey, Mandy Albert, you're over him. He's moved on. It makes things easier. Christy Nicole, that's the magic of divorce. Please don't polish Tommy up. I don't think Tommy needs polishing. I liked the way he dressed. Always late. I wish you hadn't. Yeah, I believe that that's the magic of divorce. I always thought it was strange when people would get divorced or leave some long-term relationship and still be focused on the person, like my trolls are focused on me. I'm like, why? That's the magic of divorce. If you are still obsessed with this person, why didn't you guys just stay together? It doesn't make any sense. I almost forgot about Jeff the moment I walked away, other than talking about him, talking about the jester stuff, of course. But it wasn't so much him I was trying to focus on. It was Jester, exposing the jesters, right? But I always think it's odd. I do, Rue. I think Tommy dresses really cute. He always had like a cute country club look. And I like a criminal that dresses like they just stepped out of a country club. I think it's fresh. I think it's fun. I think it's a good look. I was like, this is good. We don't need to work with this. I liked it a lot. I like someone who robbed banks but wears polo. You see what I'm going with that? It's kind of neat. I was like, oh, we don't need to do anything here. I like this look. Um, I don't focus on Jeff anymore. I don't focus on any of that. I wish them well, and I hope that they find a new someone to adopt them. And it sounds like he has. So that's a good thing. I don't once I'm done with a man, we pretty much let it go. I think it's weird not to. I think it's weird to be obsessed with anyone. Marissa Martin, it's murdery stalkery to be obsessed after the fact. I think that's the case with anyone. Like my haters who make daily videos about me, it's odd. You were his northern star to where he needed to go, Reese. I like that. I think it's odd to be obsessed with anyone. I can't think of a person I've been really obsessed with. I mean, I really liked Anthony Hopkins in Hannibal when he was Hannibal Lecter when I was a child. I loved that movie. I watched it a lot. Uh, oh, I did say I was going to have to update Tommy's jeans. That's right. Remember those baggy jeans? Yeah, we got him some more jeans. He looked really cute in them. But now he just wears shorts. Guys have it pretty easy. Like they just have to throw on like a cute shirt and move on with their life. Women don't. I don't think. I like accessorizing. I like all of that. I was done before my divorce too. I think once women emotionally detach, it's over. And yes, Stella. And I just also think like moving on, like, why are we unhealthily attached or obsessed to anyone? I don't think that's good. I don't think it's a good thing. Okay, Airwalker. But I want to say, I was thinking about some things and no, Linda Perales, but after Tori talked about it, did you ever get to watch the Truman Show? No, but I really want to see it. I just don't have a lot of time in the evenings, but I'd like to rent it and maybe even break it up and watch it. I don't know who that is, love it. But yes, Linda Perales, I really want to see that, especially now that Tori has talked more about it. Tommy would look great in a white linen suit. That's funny you say that. I told him that. I told him that when I was there. I said, go get some like linen pants and a flowy shirt. Like I think he would look really, Tommy looks good in white. Once I walk away, there's no turning back. I feel the same way. I think it's odd to focus so hard on thank you, Mama E, Erica. I think it's odd to focus hard on people. So I want to go into that a little bit because I'm actually glad we brought up Jeff. This is the title of this is about that. It's about Scientology. It's about Jeff. It's about the Aaron thing last week. It's about me being quiet all of this time about yeah, I need to see it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yesterday was extremely therapeutic for me talking about the Aaron stuff, the Maryland stuff, because it's not that I want to talk about them. It's that I haven't been able to. I have had to intentionally keep my mouth shut for a long time. I have intentionally said, like, I wish him well. I have nothing to say. I'm not going to say anything. Right. And so I'm not here to trash. I'm not here to do that. This is bigger than that. Tori really inspired me the other day on that stream she did because I kept thinking about something. Do you notice that she said, I wasn't, she said it a couple of times, I think. I'd have to go back and watch, but she did say at least once, she said, I'm not going to name, I wasn't going to name Aaron. I wasn't going to name him. She kept saying that I wasn't going to name him. And she said, but I love her. And then she goes, but I thought, fuck it. He's naming us, right? He's naming all these people. And being honest is not trash talking, correct? And they are projecting, Big Z. And I don't look at this as projecting. I look at this as I feel, yes, Lumen, it's just more, it's not the Aaron thing. It's my whole life. Do you understand? It's it's being a Scientologist is suppressing secrets. There's the science you can't like I don't even know how to say this. Even being in Scientology, when you step out of the org or when you step out into the real world and you're not with your Scientology friends, or even when I would go to my day job, um, you have to switch to a different language. You have to be a different person in a lot of ways. Like when I would be at the org or be around people, let's say I was around several Scientologists and we were going out into the real world to do something. They would say things like, now remember, everybody, don't speak, don't use LRH words, don't use LRH nomenclature, don't quote anything, don't use LRH. I had to think of the term verbal tech. Don't give verbal tech. Giving verbal tech is quoting LRH. Like if I were to say, LRH says this, believe it or not, my father was so bad at violating that. That's called a violation of giving verbal tech. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, if someone says LRH says this, you're immediately, as a Scientologist, supposed to say, show me where he says that. Because if it isn't written, it isn't true. There's so many rules, right? Code switching. Yes. And so there's always been this like silence, this like half. I feel like I've always kind of been able to be half myself. And I think there's so many humans in this world that are on the daily. We don't say that, or they were raised not to talk like that, or don't talk about that, or that subject is taboo. We don't do this. We don't do that. We don't want to upset mom. We don't want to say this in front of your uncle. Don't say that in front of your sister. Don't say that at work. Like there's so many, like, I feel like we hinder and censor ourselves a lot. And it got me thinking about it yesterday. And I said this yesterday, the last 3 streams I've done, I'm like, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I keep talking about it. I don't want to talk about it. And I was thinking about it today and I was like, no one's telling me not to talk about it except me. So then I started thinking, well, what would you tell somebody? What would you tell someone who's in your shoes, Reese? What would you say? Would you say, okay, you did 3 streams on it. Don't talk about it anymore. Fuck no. I would say, use your voice. You say what you need to say, get it out. Don't rip on them, right? Like don't stoop to that level. Don't start lies. Don't do any of that. But I would say, speak whatever it is that you need to say, right? Like this is what your platform is for, whatever it is that we need to say. I will not become a trashing other people channel, but that's not what this is. So don't hear what I didn't say too. I was thinking about that. There's a lot of people who are going to be like, hey, Tash Bits. Yes, GeoPlanet Jane. I think there's a lot of people who are going to go, stop talking about this. Why are we still talking about this? Because it's been going on for me behind the scenes for a very long time. And I don't want to censor myself. I don't want to keep quiet because of the fear. And that is verbally processing is healthy and exposing the truth is important. So I thought of that too. It's your channel. I agree with that too, Big Z. But here's the thing. Right now, there's a lot of people coming out talking about the abuses of this whole operation. So I applaud them. People who are coming out saying, this happened to me too. That would be like, I talked about this the other day, like when there's always some horrible situation or scenario where like 30 years later, women start coming out against someone who is abusive to them, right? Like if there was, and it's not just women, I'm not making it that way, but like a situation where somebody was repeatedly abused and they finally used their voice to come out. What are we supposed to say to women like that? Oh, just talk about it a little bit, just get it out and then be done with it. No. Do you know how good it feels to the people right now who are like, yeah, just sit down and look pretty and be quiet, right? Like, the people who would tell me right now, like, Reese, shut your mouth, stop talking about this. You got it out. You're right. But put yourself in my shoes. I have not been able to talk about this for quite a while. For a very long time, I haven't been able to say anything. Go back and watch. I'm like, be the bigger person. Don't say anything. We don't want to start a war. I don't want to speak anything that's happened because I don't want him coming for me. That's always been my thoughts. Ask my mods. I've been saying it for over a year. We do not want him coming for us, guys. That's the last thing. I don't want him coming for me. I was fearful. I was afraid. It's too much. Yes, abusers use silence as blackmail. It's too much. It got too heavy, and that's not who I am. And that's not who I would tell someone to be. Like, I was being a bit of a hypocrite, I guess is what I'm getting at, right? Like, and oh yeah, you're beating a dead horse. Yep, that, right? I'm not beating a dead horse. You're talking about the point of the situation, not actually talking about him, but making it known how wrong it is, and you're not going to be walked on. That's exactly right. And for those that don't want to listen to it anymore or want to leave me because of it, I really hope that you will do that. Like, I wish you well. There's a billion channels probably on YouTube. You'll find another one. And when you feel like coming back, you're always welcome. Thank you for your super chat, Joanne. Jeff used to say my thoughts are not in reality. Jeff used to come up to me and be like, you will not talk about this. Shut your mouth. Right? So it's not just this scenario. It's me going through life feeling this constant feeling of I'm in trouble. I'm afraid. I'm scared of the bigger bear, right? I'm now 100% sure that you know who you are and what you think. You've gotten so strong. Say whatever you need to say. I won't worry anymore that you will get hurt. Thank you, Just Joan. That means a lot. Yeah, Reese, aren't you over this yet? Yep. It might be your 50th time talking about someone, but it could be someone's first time hearing you. Every time you talk about something, you could be helping someone. That is so true. You spent 38 years suppressing your true feelings and experiences. Shows amazeballs, cringe, but strike one. Personal growth, that you recognize your freedom to express your true feelings. Amazeballs is stricken from the record here. We're not allowed, but very, very good point, Helena. You and your thoughts are valid. Thank you, Airwalker. That's all I'm getting at. I'm not here to poke the bear and go, so now we're going to get even or like none of that. I have been a bit broken, right? All of my life imagining I'm in trouble. I was in trouble a lot in Scientology. There was always the bigger, louder, more scary. And it typically for me, in my experience, was a man. There was a couple women in Scientology that were quite frightening, don't get me wrong. But in my experience, it was almost always a man. And I think that has everything to do with why I'm always more comfortable with women. Like I've said this, I won't even let a man do a pedicure on me. I would not get a massage by a man. Men make me nervous. And I think that only amped up more when I married Jeff, and all of those gesture guys were groping me, grabbing me, like I was just some weird, creepy object. And it happened a lot. And they whispered things into my ears, and it was just really, really over the top. And I think that only made things much, much worse for me as far as my fear of the treatment of men, certain men. Like I said, don't tie this or loop this into all men. I love men. I think that they are wonderful. I think they're helpful. I think that this is not a man or a woman thing. I think this is just a human thing. If you get around the wrong person, you're screwed. Some people really don't have the best interest for you. And they may try to, yes, Kiki, they may try to sell that they are at first and loop you in and draw you in. And before you know it, you're married to them and you're screwed. So people can be very insidious, if that's the right word. Every time you address it, you say it in a slightly different way, which may resonate with new people. Well, Stacey, you're absolutely right about that. And that's really where I'm kind of using this voice and platform today. This will not be a daily thing. But what I decided was stop saying, I was in my room today getting dressed, and I was like, stop saying, I need to stop talking about this. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Like, Again, stop minimizing yourself. Stop setting yourself on fire for other people. This is my channel. I don't want to say ever, like, I won't talk about that anymore. That's just goes back to that I'm in trouble feeling. That's exactly how I felt yesterday. I was like, "Hey, Miss Sassafras," I thought, I keep talking about, I'm gonna stop. This is I'm gonna stop. Why? Why? Why are we stopping? What, who did someone tell you to stop? No, I'm telling me to stop. And then I thought, what would you tell someone in your situation right now? What would you say to a woman who just went through what I did? Thank you, Shannon's Journey. I would say, yell it from the rooftops. Say it as many times as you need to. Here's what I would say. I'm a verbal processor, so it helps me to get things out. I'm like a verbal journaler. And so it's not that I'm going, ha ha, I'm not trying to get shots fired. I'm not trying to do any of that. It's just, I have been holding things in my whole life, like, oh God, I want to say something so bad. And I can't because I'm afraid to. I'm this is a huge milestone for me. This is a huge step, right? Like, this is something Scientology teaches, at least taught me. I don't know how bull bait affects everyone when they do it. I personally have had thousands of hours of Scientology bull bait training. And I would like to say most every Scientologist has. I'm not special by saying that. So many people have, that's a huge training tactic in Scientology. Love you, Abigail. Now may the God of peace produce in you, through the power of Jesus Christ, every good thing that is pleasing to him. All glory to him forever and ever. Amen. That's beautiful, Abigail. Thank you for that. That's really lovely. And have fun at Bible study. That's New Testament. Abigail, thank you for the super chat, babe. Crap, I can't remember what I was saying. Can someone please help me with, I know what the topic, but where was I exactly? Does anybody know? Because I was really going somewhere with that. Like, I had something specific right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, Scientology at North. Thank you. Bull bait. Thank you. No one said it yet, but I came back to it on my own. Bull bait. I just want to go through this with you real quick. Thank you, love it. I started bull bait training. Hey, Janet Hunter. I started bull bait training at the age of 4. And we don't have to go into that whole story. This isn't the point I'm making. But I think no one really understands the damage of even just that one training tactic in Scientology. I would sit in a chair. Hey, a voice down under. I would sit in a chair in my kitchen. My sister was 4 years older than me. And my dad would stand over us, right, as the supervisor. And my sister would bull bait me. My feet didn't even touch the ground in the chair I was sitting in. Okay. So I'm sitting there. I don't know what a lot of these words mean. My dad is screaming at me, calling me a bank, telling me I'm a downstat, stop being a suppressive person. He's screaming all these things at me. And all I'm doing is this every time. And I'm sinking lower and lower. And I'm trying not to cry. And that's a true story. Like, my father was a yeller. He was a hardcore yeller. And all I could remember is, like, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. And I would sit there and I remember I would be like I would try not to cry. And my sister would go, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Because it was like, he's only going to get more angry about that. And so we would start the bull bait. And the purpose of bull bait is to break you, but you have to be quiet. You have to be silent and you have to not react, right? Everybody pretty much knows this. So I'm skating over it quickly. So the person's screaming, doing this, whatever they can do, tearing you down. You're fat, you're ugly, mom hates you, you're adopted, dad's going to kill you, whatever it is, right? To get you to react. And you're rewarded. The end result is you're rewarded for not reacting. Well, what does that train a person to do? It trained me to ignore every boundary I have and natural red flag under the sun. And it also trained me to have no respect for myself when someone is treating me that way. Okay. So it also trains you, and I learned this in therapy recently, it is a learned freeze response. So it's a learned freeze response. So when all the years and years and years I've been bull baited up till I was in my 30s, right? I've had men screaming at me. You sit in the chair and they're like, fuck you. They're screaming, they're abusive, they say whatever. I mean, I've had men in the chair say to me, like, you want to get raped? You want to get raped, bitch? Like, I have had everything you can imagine where you just have to sit there You can't flinch. You can't do this. You can't go. You can't go. Nothing. You can do nothing. You can't do that. You can't over blink. Nothing. Okay. Or you flunk the drill. So it gets harder and it gets harder. They do it light and then it gets more and more and more. I told everybody, I've told this story 100 times, but I was 7, 8, somewhere in there. I don't know the exact age, 7 or 8. And I had hey, Marie Marion, I was sitting in a chair in Kansas City being bull baited in a course room full of grown adults. There were not that many kids around. There were always kids around me, but not a ton. And I had a between 40 and 50-year-old man start the drill of bull bait. And he got on the floor on all fours and he pretended to go between my legs to perform oral sex. Annette Faber, welcome in. And he's doing this and he's trying to pretend he's groping at me. And I can tell this now without crying. I have not been able to do that for a long I've gotten much better at this story. This story shook me in so many ways as a child. And hey, Lauren B. And I was so uncomfortable. Of course, I flunked for a very long time. We couldn't get through it, right? And I kept the supervisor was going, flunk. Now that's enough. Let's get through this, okay? And I'm crying through this. I'm doing this in my chair. Like he's pretending to come at my 7 or 8-year-old vagina. Okay. This 45-year-old, 50-year-old man. I don't know how old he was. And the supervisor is punishing me. Like she's getting angry and she's like, flunk, Reese, let's get through this. Knock it off. Get your TRs in and let's get through this drill. Now let's do it to a pass. Got it? Good. Start. And then this man would get on the floor again and start coming at my unmentionables, right? Was my dad aware of this? Of course, he was there. Hey, Liz R. So even my dad is going, knock it off. You're better than this. You've been doing this since you were 4. You trained in our kitchen. Knock it off. Start. Like everybody, right, is pushing. So the point of this is, to get to the point of this, the reason I'm telling you this is because what does it teach you? Ignore all boundaries, right? It teaches you to ignore all boundaries. Every bell, whistle, your gut instincts are ignored. It teaches you to blow through those things and let the predator do what they're doing. I've been doing that since I was 4. And it's mainly been men. So here we are, and I've been in therapy for years. And my therapist and I are talking about it. I don't know, a month or 2 ago. Jin, welcome in. And he says, hey, Sharon Marks. He says, oh my God. Now, my therapist is not the kind that you see on TV where like they tell you everything's wrong with you. He really doesn't do that. I try to get him to tell me, I'm like, what do you think of that? And he's like, well, it doesn't matter what I think. What are your thoughts on that? Like he really makes me do the work, which I like. But in this particular session, I think he was he was really shaken by that. Like his eyes were like this on the screen. We do telehealth. And he was like, he said, that's why, that makes total sense. Why, he said, that is a learned freeze response. You are taught to be silenced through all of that abuse. And then what? You are rewarded for it. Once you are silenced and you can pass the drill, you're then rewarded for that. So I was rewarded for being able to sit there while that grown man was pretending to perform oral sex on me at the age of 8. So I finally deadened myself enough, numbed myself, and got through the drill, stopped crying, knock it off, get your TRs in, no HENR, which is human emotion and reaction. That's a thing in Scientology. No HENR. My dad used to scream that when I was little. No HENR in this house. Knock it off. That's what he would say. So I'm bundling this into a package for people who don't know what we're talking about here. Fast forward to today. I'm a 41-year-old woman who has made all kinds of mistakes, hurt people, hurt myself more than anyone. Hey, Melissa, coped with men and sex, right? Like I've used men and sex as a coping mechanism. I've reached, hey, Mindy Doolin. I've reached for masculine attention all of my life. I think that has a lot to do with my dad. Why are you not allowed to have human emotions in Scientology? Lauren B., I think the reason for that is so we're training to become auditors. Auditors are the equivalent to like a counselor in the real world, but they're operating a machine called an e-meter. It's like a lie detector test. And the reason that you are trained, at least this is what they say. I don't believe this now. Looking back, I think the reason is they want a bunch of lifeless, dead behind the eyes soldiers, right? Because if you are lifeless like that, if you are trained to do nothing and react to nothing, what does that mean? You're easy to control. You're easy to manipulate. Of course, L. Ron Hubbard didn't tell us that. That was the secret behind it. They're easy to manipulate and control if they're all trained the same, right? But for real purposes in Scientology, they tell you you trained for that so that if you are ever in session auditing someone and the person starts flipping out or whatever happens, you're doing this. I understand. I'll repeat the auditing command. Right? So like my husband died, right? And hey, Molly, go heavier. My husband died. And when I had to go in session for his death, I'm flipping out. I'm crying. We're doing an assist on the loss of my husband. And the auditor doesn't give a holy shit. He's going, look around here and find something that doesn't remind you of Fred. And I'm like I'm not crying and then I'm crying. And when I start losing it, he goes, that's it. He goes, what's happening? Lifeless, right? Dead behind the eyes. No emotion. And I'm like, my husband just died and I'm really upset and I'm bawling. And he goes, I understand. We're going to continue. I'll repeat the auditing command. Look around here and find something that doesn't remind you of Fred. And I'm like, I can't. I'm just too upset right now. I don't want to do this drill. Got it. All right. I'll repeat the auditing command. Look around here and find something that does not remind you of Fred. Fuck you. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so upset. I just want to go home. Understood. I'll repeat the auditing command. Look around here and find something that doesn't remind you of Fred. So that's it's an exact example of how a Scientology session would go. So to answer your question, my best guess there is so that we are fully trained dead people to go, okay. So like if I was in session and they said, how many times have you touched yourself to this? Or what kind of sex did you have? I had my first sex check when I was 6, security check, and they asked me all kinds of sexual questions. Have you thought about your father? Do you think about animals? Have you tried to touch a sibling? Crazy ass questions. I could have said, I don't know. I don't want to do this. I don't want to answer these questions. I got it. I'll repeat the auditing command, right? So that's the reason. It's to be dead so that they don't want you reacting to anything. I guess it's my best answer for you. Obviously, it's because they wanted to have you under control. You're under control. Got to catch the restaurant. I love you, Jen, and thank you. And thank you to all the replay crew. Thank you for your super chat, Jen. Love you, babe. So I'm going to pull up my, I made some notes on that particular therapy session. And I kind of want to see what I said because I think I already pretty much covered it all. But this pertains to what we're talking about. I had to make a ton of notes on that because I just thought it was such a breakthrough for me. Okay. I'm just going to read my notes. Hey, Don Clark. And this isn't the point of this stream, but I want everyone to understand what I'm getting at here. Please hit subscribe while you're in here and please hit the like button. I'm asking everyone to do that now. I think that's important and it helps. Hey, Iwa. So bull bait, now that you understand, now that I kind of gave you a little tidbit of what it is, right? Bull bait is a freeze response. It's a traumatic experience and it desensitization so that your triggers you don't respond to triggers. Okay. Total mind control. It flattens everything. So you don't thank you, Zoe. You can't respond to your own triggers is what it does. Okay. You have to turn everything off and internalize everything. It's a learned freeze response. You are taught to endure it. That endurance was rewarded. Freeze or fight doesn't help. The side effects of that made me not trust my emotions or boundaries. Okay. You're trained to ignore your own red flags and boundaries. That is the most dangerous thing I think you could do to a human. It makes me think of what Jeffrey Dahmer did. He like drilled holes in people and poured acid in because he thought that that would make them like zombies. It's kind of similar. You're rewiring somebody's brain to ignore every single human normal reaction to something. Patricia, I love you, babe. Okay. And Scientology uses a ton of psychological tactics, consent versus compliance when boundaries are crossed. So then I went into more notes about basically, I'll give you an example. I had a friend not too long ago, like a year and a half ago, say something to me that was unbelievable. And you imagine if you had a friend say this to you. I had a friend say to me, and I'm just going to take this out of context, but it's a good example. They said to me, "I don't love my son." They said that to me. "You don't love your own son." And it shocked me in the moment, but I said nothing. I said absolutely nothing. I didn't say, "Hey, what?" I didn't do anything. When Jeff got in my face and screamed at me and said, "You will shut the fuck up. You will never talk about this." I didn't do anything. These are extreme scenarios that I'm giving to you because it's a learned freeze response. When people have come at me my whole life, this is one of the reasons I think I've attracted abusive men, because I don't know if they smell it on me. I don't know if they smell like she won't do anything. She won't say anything. I had a friend recently that I'm no longer friends with that sent me an email that said how I'm still very much a Scientologist. And this person was so glad that Jesus led them to me to expose my dark heart and how evil I truly am. I didn't respond. I didn't do anything. And my therapist and I were talking about it, and he was like, "It makes total sense that you don't respond, that you don't fight, you don't stick up for yourself, you don't stick up for anybody, you don't do anything." Because if you go back to that 4-year-old or that 7 and 8-year-old, we're rewarded to do nothing. We are trained to do nothing. So here we are in this stream today. And here I am yesterday in my stream going, "I know I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I shouldn't say, I don't want to, I am so afraid of being in trouble. So afraid that I was talking to Tori on the phone. And she is such a good friendship for me right now. I think Tori is God given to me right now because she is an angel and she's been through it. And for whatever reason, she really speaks my language. She speaks to where I hear it and I understand it very, very well. And I was talking to her about all this hate the other day. And she goes, "See," she said this to me, and it was so just, I needed to hear it. She goes, "See, you're still afraid." She goes, "You're still afraid of what you think might happen." She goes, "I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not scared of any of this shit." And I was like, she just put it out there so easily. And she was like, "You'll get past it. You'll get through it." You know how Tori talks. She's just so, it's just like, it's so truth. It's like she's just a truth teller. And she goes, "You'll get through it." She was like, "You'll get there." She goes, "But see, you're still afraid." And she knew exactly why. I knew that she'd been there. She's been through Scientology way more than I have. That woman made it to OT7. It was so cut right through me though. Like it was so obvious in that moment that she was like, "You're still afraid." Like it felt like the movie The Matrix, right? Like it was like, none of this is real, is it? None of it's real. Go back to that 4-year-old's feet dangling off of a chair, not even touching the kitchen floor. Go back to that child who was going, "Knock it off. No HENR in this house. Start. You're a fucking bank." My dad would say everything under the sun. And I never knew what any of those words meant. Literally, my dad would be like, "You're a fucking down stat. get your TRs in. He would, and I was like 4. I was like, I don't know what any of this shit means. I didn't know what any of those words meant, but I sure knew the message that I was in trouble. I felt it from the veins would pop out of my dad's neck. Thank you, Marie Marion. And so go way back to that time. None of this is real. I'm not in trouble. All the toilets I've scrubbed, all the lower conditions I've been in, all of the ethics programs, all of the hours holding the cans, having to get off my crimes and talk about, I mean, things that I didn't think were wrong, I had to get off as crimes, right? Being friends with non-Scientologists was a crime. I had a friend who hung himself, right, in 7th grade, and I got in trouble for that by my father. My father said, "How in this fucking world are you friends with a," I'm not going to say the word because it's derogatory, I guess, to you guys. It's a WOG is the word. And it's, I think it's derogatory in like British culture and some other parts of the world. And I'm not here to offend anyone with words. But he said, "How could you be friends?" And that's term, WOG means non-Scientologist. That's how I grew up on that word. But it has a different meaning. And I didn't know that. So I don't use that word. But my father was like, "How could you be friends with somebody like that? You pulled in somebody on psych drugs." Like I was in trouble for that. So all of this is to say, it makes total sense to me why I have shut my mouth most of my life about things out of fear. I'm terrified. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to. I'm not trying to pick fights with people. I'm not trying to start wars with people who I gave power to anyway. Which cat is it?
Famous.
Aw.
I
Poor Bubsy. People who I gave my power to. I gave my power over. I gave it to my dad. I handed it over to him. I was too little to know better, right? He should have been protecting me. He wasn't. He was abusing the shit out of his daughters. He was pinning my sister and I against each other. We never bonded. Scientology does not allow you to bond with anyone. That's why there's the snitch culture. That's why there's always a wedge. Husbands and wives are writing each other up, snitching each other, mothers, sons, everybody's snitching on everyone. So you're not allowed to, love you, Pat. You're never, hey, Leslie, welcome back. You're never allowed to fully bond or have a real true friendship. I don't feel, and I've been very open about this and it kills me. But I don't feel that, I fully bonded with my son because of that. And I try every day to undo all the things that were done there to me as a mother and just what I thought of motherhood and how differently. Hey, Holly, there you are. Scientology, the last thing they want is for anyone to have deep, unconditional love, friendships, bonding, any of those things. And I'm putting it back together. I'm doing it, right? But I've always lived in a state of fear. Brenda, welcome in. Right? And secrets, lots of secrets, right? Like and I don't mean secrets like, oh my God, spill the tea secrets. I mean secrets like I'm afraid. I'm afraid to say what I really want to say. I'm afraid of people. I give my power away. The first person I just handed it. Hey, Caroline in Canada was to my father. I handed that over to him. And in a lot of ways, he still has it. There are things about my dad that I'm curious about, that I want to know, that I still make space for him. And I think I kind of want to love my dad sometimes. I'm like, is there like a chance? I wonder if he ever thinks about me. Hey, Kelly Collins. I try not to think about that too much because he probably doesn't. The answer is probably no, he doesn't think about me. And I'm guessing that when he does, he wishes I were dead. But I like to fantasize sometimes and think, when July rolls around and it's my birthday, I think, I wonder if my dad thinks about me. sometimes on holidays or Father's Day or something. I'm like, I wonder if he ever has a smile on his face or just internally. I wonder if he ever has like a warm thought about me. I wonder if there's ever like a memory of me where he did like me. And that's just my own stupid chasing that energy still, right? Like that's still, I still want to be loved by my dad, and I still want to prove to him that I am lovable. That has sailed and I'm aware of it, but I still um fantasize about it sometimes, and I just think, I wonder if he I just wonder. I just chase that sometimes. Um Thank you, my lunchies. That's so kind. And so when we get to a point like today and you see all of this, hey, 779 Angel, do I have nightmares? Not very often. I did for a minute, but not very often. But sometimes I do dream about my dad. Um, and usually I'm like chasing him. I had a dream not that long ago, a couple years ago, where he was like, something like, "No one's gonna help you." He said that to me. I was in a river, like, and there were crocodiles all around me, and my dad was on a tree branch above me, and he was like, "Nobody's gonna help you. You know that, right? Like, no one's coming to save you." Um, have you learned about abandonment issues in therapy and how it affects you? I'm sorry about your dad. A voice down under. Not my therapist really doesn't believe in love you, Angie. My therapist, hey Florence, doesn't believe in titling. What's the word I'm looking for? Naming. What's the word I'm looking for? Giving it a title, I guess. Like he doesn't like to use the words like narcissist and CPTSD and all that. He's like, we don't have to title it. Like, yes, you have that. He says, abandonment label. Thank you. I couldn't come up with the word. He says things like, if I had to give you something like a diagnosis, he says I have attachment disorder. Shocking, right? I was like, no way, that can't be true. I don't attach to anyone. Not only do I attach to people, I attach to things. Like I have major attachment issues. I attach emotions to everything. Why do you think this channel means everything to me? Why do you think it's funny that Aaron said that I love bomb everybody? Oh, I promise you, I'm not love bombing you. This is real. Like, I want this connection. I'm desperate for it. I loved Tori so much because I connected on a deep level with her. She was an angel to me, but she also knew what I had been through. So you add that to it. And of course, I fell in love. Of course. And let's put it this way, I absolutely love seniors. That's not a shocker. Everybody knows that. I worked in senior living for a long time. I have the most respect for people of an older age. Hey, Crafty Carrie. And I tend to be and circulate around older people, right? I married a 95-year-old man. I had all kinds of friends that were in their 80s and 90s that were women. I'm not just attracted to older men, I'm attracted to older women. I think older people are, I've said this 100 times, full of wisdom, full of stories, full of, guess what else? Patience. You know what older people don't do? This. What'd you say? Oh, I'm listening. Oh, hell no. They'll give you all the time in this world. Well, hey, Nora. Yeah, I'm just babbling, but I'm glad to see you. Older people, uh, I always say this, like, you are absolutely worthless to me if you disrespect older people. I've been through that. I've seen it. I told you this when my husband and I were getting married. We were at the courthouse and he was filling out his paperwork. And the courthouse lady, the clerk, was like, "And what's your address?" And he spouted it off. And she goes, "Zip code." And he spouted it off. And she goes, "Good for you that you remember it." And I nearly lost my ever loving mind. And I was like, "What did you just say? Are you serious right now? Do you have any idea who you're talking to?" That man has seen and heard and knows and is so wise and is so intelligent. I just wanted to come across the desk. I was like, don't you ever disrespect somebody because of their age. It's quite the opposite, dear. It's quite the opposite, right? Like, once these people are gone, we will never have that generation again. Older people, if you're seeking answers to life, that's where you're going to find them. Go sit down. I can't believe working in senior living, the wisdom that I just soaked up every day. I would stay after my shift. I'd go in on days off and I would sit on the couches with them or I'd go have dinner with them. I couldn't stop absorbing everything they were saying. The godmother is here. Listen to your elders. I'm not kidding. Once they're gone, those stories are going to be gone. Absorb it, soak it up. They're full of life lessons. They've seen it all. Can you imagine someone in their 90s? Do you know what those eyes and ears have seen in those decades? Listen to them. They are full of wisdom and just so much. There's so much there. I love you, Kiki. So when Aaron did talk down to and disrespect Tori, I wasn't surprised. It went along with his, what I would have guessed, his character. Hey, Jewel, welcome back. But it really hurts it's not, Tori's not the first person I've seen people do that to. Working in senior living, I saw that a lot. People acting like they were dumb or they can't remember. Like, do you have any idea who you're talking to? That's a treasure. That's a gem. And you're an idiot for thinking that they're not smart or they can't remember anything. Holy Lord. Older people are where life is at. If you want life questions, if you have things that you can't work out, go sit down with a group of older women and you'll see what they've been through. They're full of nuggets of just I don't love younger people. I've always been attracted to older people. I can't hang out with kids for very long. I think they're little gross cesspools that creep me out and say weird things. But older people I could sit with forever. I flock to older people. Wasn't your fault. They stole your power before your brain was capable of understanding. It was something to own or give away. Forgive little Reese. She did her best. This is very true. And I appreciate that, Helena. I gave my power away because I didn't know any better. I was 4. Yeah. And thank you for saying that. It's very validating, Helena. Thank you for your super chat. Just catching up. Those stories always break my heart. You should be proud you protected Huxley from that. I'm in awe of your journey and strength. Never doubt who you really are. That is so kind, and I'm happy to see you. Thank you, baby steps, and I love you. Thank you for your super chat. I get the feeling Aaron is becoming unhinged. I can't diagnose Aaron. Hey, West Coast, but and I'm not here to say this is what he's doing, this is what he's not doing. All I'm telling you is I'm giving you this background about me. I'm interested in me and my character, but how I reacted to this Aaron fiasco is where I'm speaking from. Does that make sense? So I'm not tampering it down, going, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm not talking about Aaron, and I'm not talking about Aaron's dirty doings or whatever he's doing. I'm talking about how it affected me and my life and triggered the shit out of me being a Scientologist. His screaming, his silencing of the community, right? Like his stuff he was doing was eating me, it was eating a hole in me for the last year. And then the whole time, all the things I knew behind the scenes, he's sending Marilyn, right, after me. And I just had to take it. I just had to take it because I knew it's not her I'm afraid of. And I couldn't bite back very much because it was him I didn't want to go after. And Aaron said to me, Marilyn will never go after you because you're on my board. And he said, and Marilyn won't do anything unless I tell her to do it. So you're good. He said that to me on the way to the airport. Hey, Abdazzle. So I knew once I quit that board, I was done. And I was. It was only a matter of a couple of days. Maisie Shiloh. Oh my God, I put something in my pocket for you. Maisie Shiloh's grandmother, Edna, used to wear something like this, the babushka on the head. And I was like, if Maisie Shiloh shows up, we're going to wear it. Come get some. Okay, I'm taking it down now, though. It just doesn't go. Although the little pop of pinky red does go with the stripe. I kind of like mixing patterns. I'm not good at mixing patterns, But I do kind of like the stripe with the fruit. No? Okay, we're going to move on. I did it for you, Maisie Shiloh. I did it for you. And Edna. May she rest in peace. Hey, Aileen. So, I'm trying to get you to understand, right? It's not Aaron I'm trying to do streams on. I'm not trying to attack and poke Aaron. That's not what I'm doing. But I did have to suppress my voice, and I had to take all that shit from his little attack girl for the last year because I was too afraid. Hey, babe. I was too afraid to speak. I was afraid. Of what? I gave him power that he didn't deserve. I'm not afraid anymore. I realized it. Once I realize something, typically once something clicks with me, you're screwed because I can't look back. I can't go back. So I handed all of my power over to a lot of men that didn't deserve me, didn't deserve it. I'm not going to be silenced. What size rings do you wear? I'm starting from the beginning. What size rings? These two fingers, I'm an 8. My ring finger, I'm lately a 6.5, but a 7. So yeah, 7 and 8. It's Shelly says the gloves are off. Yeah, girl, yeah, Nora. So it's just a matter of I'm stepping into that feminine energy, by the way, Nora. I am very grateful for Tori. Tori really, really, really helped set things straight. You saw someone come in here. Gabby came in here and said, Reese, they were wrong about you. And I believed it. And I'm sorry I'm back. I appreciate that more than anything. How was Barbara Waite? How has what you've learned going through this changed the way you'll face similar issues in the future? That is such a good question. And it's sad to answer it this way. I don't have a good answer that's healthy yet. I'm going to shut everything down. My mind, I don't want to, I'm afraid to make new relationships with people. I'm very afraid of men. I do not want to give power over. So my answer to it right now, that's not a healthy response, is just don't talk to anyone, right? That's not the right answer. For me right now, I'm reaching for femininity. Is that the word? I'm reaching for feminine vibes. I've never done that. I put a lot of value on friendship. And Tori really, really, really helped me set things straight. And when she said to me the other day, so you're still afraid. The way she put it, I was talking about Aaron and she goes, oh, you're still afraid. She was like, see, I'm not afraid. You're still afraid. And I was like, she's right. And I'm afraid it's like the Matrix. It's not even real. I'm afraid of something that isn't real. What's he going to do to me? What could any of those men done to me that what they did to me? I gave him power. I cut myself down. And Nora is another one who has helped me to go, this isn't that scary. Step into the light. Expose this kind of abuse. Not for drama, not for clicks, not because we're going to get back, not because I told you so. None of that. This is about me. This is about me growing. How am I supposed to grow if I continue to minimize myself and go, don't talk about that. You're in trouble. Don't do it. You're going to have to take the hits, right? Don't expand, right? Don't do any of that. No. Step into who the fuck you are and people will have to adjust. There's room for me here. And I'm not afraid of Aaron. I'm not afraid of Jeff. I'm not afraid of my dad. They seemed like big, scary bears to me. They intimidated me. They name called, right? They threatened. They tried to silence a lot of us. Yes, the truth sets everybody free. But for whatever reason, I couldn't even look at my own truth about this. I was too scared. Man, I would watch what Nora was doing and I was like, oh God, like I can't imagine doing that. Like talking about it, like I'm not even going to say his name. I mean, you know this. I would do streams and people were like, what are your thoughts on Aaron in jail? And I was like, oh, I really hope the best for him. Like I was like, like I didn't, it's triggering to me. And back when I was married to Jeff and he was like, you will shut the fuck up. You will not talk about this. I was like, okay. Like, it was just so scary for me. My dad being like, shut your fucking, no HE&R in this house. You're a bank. You're a fucking downstat. Stop crying. It started at 4. And this whole time I've been like dodging these guys, like, oh God, oh Jesus, oh my God. Like, please don't yell at me. Okay, okay, okay. And they knew it. They smelled it on me. Jeff knew it. I literally would look at him and go, okay, 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 okay. Like anything, I'll shut up. Like, okay, got it. I'm not going to talk about it. And I felt the same way when Aaron looked at me in his kitchen. Well, welcome in, Dot K. Everybody hit subscribe and everybody hit the like button, please. When I was in Aaron's kitchen and he was trashing Sterling to me. By the way, when I was at Aaron's, the last time I was in his kitchen, that day I was there, that trip while I was there, that's when Mike Rinder released all those videos. You can imagine the fucking fury that was going on. I was like, why did this have to happen when I'm here? It was horrible. But in Aaron's kitchen, he was trashing Sterling to me. And you guys know I love Sterling. I love Sterling. And he said, he's a piece of shit. And I said, why? Why? And he said, because he quit my fucking board. And he said, anybody who quits my board is fucking dead to me. And he was all pissed off. And I was like, and I was doing the thing I always do. I was like, and he said, oh, but you don't have anything to worry about, do you? Because you're not quitting my board. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I felt that like fear. I felt that veiled, like, cower. Like, it's okay. Like, nope, I'm not quitting your board. You're right. You're right. Right. And then when I finally said I was going to quit, I told Natalie. I called Natalie and I said, I'm going to quit the board. She was one of the only people left on the board. It was me, Natalie, Aaron, and George. Oh, and Jenna. And she was like, don't do it. Don't do it. She was like, do not quit that board. And I was like, what? Why? And she scared the shit out of me. I was like, why? And she was like, Reese, it is going to be way more harmful for you than good. She was like, I promise you, nothing but harm will come to you if you quit this board. And I was like on YouTube or like in real life? What does that mean? It's scared that I am prone to fear when you threaten me like that. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And it was the same thing. Well, no members are shown on his site now on the board. I think because he's reconstructing, I think he's probably going to bring in Marilyn, Farrell, Cheryl, and whoever else, probably Nora. Is Marilyn the woman who once sent you a Bible? No, that was Susie. That was Susie Rue. Thank you for your super chat. Guys, again, this isn't me spilling the tea. That's not what this is about. And anybody who I have something to say here. Don't hear what I didn't say. And if you're going to hear what I didn't say, then just leave. This isn't for you. I'm not here to trash anyone. This is what happened to me, and I'm finally able to talk about it, right? But it was terrifying. I did not expect that kind of a response from Natalie. I did not at all. And she was like, don't do it. And I said, I'm doing it. I am doing it. And she was like, don't do it, Reese. She was like, do not do it. You will be sorry. And I was like, oh my God, like this is the Jester stuff almost all over again. I was like, why these tangled webs? Like, why can't we just walk away from something that isn't good for us anymore? And that's my new thing. If you treat me like shit, if you give me bad vibes, if something doesn't feel right, why the hell do we keep walking into it? Why do we keep flying so close to the sun and get burned and go, oh my God, that burned? You know, the snake bites you. And now you're injected with poison. And what do? What do I do? What is my nature? Not, let's go to a hospital and get this taken care of before I die in the next 6 minutes. Oh no. What I do is I go, wait, snake, come back. Snake, come back. Why did you do that? That hurt. You hurt me. Now I'm really wounded. Why? I'm a good person. Why? You chase the snake. We have got to stop that behavior. When somebody hurts you, you go, you just hurt me. You're out. You're gone. Oh, I don't know what Natalie thinks now, Tashbits. Natalie said that I always wondered what she thought of the nonsense. Her stream with Aaron after she left YouTube looked like a hostage video. I don't know her current life. I don't know anything about Natalie. I know that Natalie and I did some streams together, I think when I was on that board, and, I got personally hurt, when everything went down with Tommy, when I very publicly, right, my own thing, this is no one's fault but my own, but I very publicly destroyed a lot of things, Tommy, his brother, myself, by doing what I did on YouTube, right, when we broke up. And, Natalie did Scientology content, and she never called me to say, "Hey, are you okay?" Like, I thought we were friends. We were doing content together. Natalie once never called me and said, "Oh my God, are you all right? What just happened? What happened with you and Tommy? Are you okay?" I didn't get a text. She didn't do anything. She chose to make videos about it. And she put my name and my picture up on thumbnails and cashed the fuck in on it. Got tens of thousands of views on that. And I wish that she had reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you want to come on and talk about it? Because I'm going to do a show about this." Or, "Hey, are you okay? Can I do a show about this?" It was just really kind of hurtful to me, right? And I've never expressed that to her. I just, again, learned freeze response. I didn't try to pick up the pieces. I didn't try to fix the relationship with her. But when she did that, it really felt personal and it hurt my feelings to go, instead of checking on your friend who I thought I was, she went and made a ton of videos. You can go look. She went back and made a ton of videos on Reese and Tommy, Reese and Tommy. And then if you go watch them in her chat, Marilyn's in her chat tearing me down. Marilyn's in her chat going, "She's a piece of shit. She's a grifter. She's a liar." And none of her mods and Natalie herself didn't ask to have that taken down. Like me, I don't do that. I would never allow that. I wouldn't allow that right now. If anybody right now said Natalie's a piece of shit, my mods are going to clip that shit right away. And you'll either be blocked or put in timeout. I don't play like that here. And her whole chat was eating me alive in those comments. And she was like, "I agree. Yeah, it's fishy, isn't it?" Like, I was kind of shocked because I thought we were friends. But you have to remember, all of these people were Scientologists, and kind of felt like those tactics were still being applied. And I quit the board, and Natalie was never probably allowed to speak to me, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, Natalie probably didn't want to talk to me after that because she didn't want to be seen with me. That would piss Aaron off, right? It was all about that board. Everybody divided once that happened, right? Like Sterling quit, he hated Sterling. Dylan quit, he hated Dylan, right? I quit, and Marilyn was coming for me within a few seconds, and Natalie was doing that. So I don't blame Natalie. I'm not mad at Natalie. I really truly believe she's in my shoes, was in my shoes months ago. Fear. She's scared. And I wouldn't blame her, right? Like she's Aaron, if you give him power, he can use that against you. And I wouldn't be surprised now if Natalie comes out with something or Aaron comes out with something, and that's fine. But that's what happened on my end of things. I'm sure that they're coming out with new stuff, right? Like trashing me, trashing my relationship with Tommy, whatever they're going to do. I'm very, Tori set me straight about this. I can't stop hearing that in my mind of her saying, "Oh, see, you're still afraid. You're still scared." I am, and I was, and I'm trying very, very hard not to be. I'm trying very hard not to be. I'm trying to hold my own, stand in my own voice, and just I don't need anybody to do it with me. I don't need anyone to hold my hand. And I'm not worried about people leaving my channel. That doesn't matter to me anymore. I don't care who believes what I'm saying and who doesn't. I'm not interested in people doubting me and going, "Well, hold on," right? I'm just telling you what happened from my end of things, and it feels good to talk about it. Is YouTube the place for it? I don't think it is. But again, I didn't ask for any of this. This was brought to all of us. This was brought to all of us. These attacks were brought to all of us publicly. So what am I supposed to do? Just sit back and shh? No, I'm sick of the secrets. I was silenced when I was married to a jester. I was silenced in Scientology about so many things. So many men have gotten a hold of me and just said, "Shut your mouth." No, this has backfired. I don't like it. It's dirty. And I'm not going to put myself in situations anymore with anybody who makes me feel trapped in a web or Don't tell this person this, but you can be okay with this. I will never be on anybody's fucking board again. I don't want to be tangled with people who are doing under the table dealings, or it's okay to talk to that person, but you can't deal with that person. I hate that person, so stay away from them, and you're fucked if you talk to them. I'm not going to. This is why I stay in the light. My friends know who they are. My mods are incredible people. Nobody's blackmailing me. No one's got anything on me because I put it out. I'm pretty open about my life. I'm pretty open about the mistakes I've made. I'm not ashamed of them. I'm not worried about any of that. I was just afraid of how big and scary my dad was, and Jeff was, and Aaron was. But when you pull back the curtain, it's like, of what? That they're going to come for my channel? He's doing that. He's doing that. This channel will never die, right? Like, people will leave. When Aaron first did a hate video on me, I lost 1,700 people. I'm sure he felt very proud of himself, right? This video he did on me last week, I lost 250 now or something. I just hear Tori going, oh, so you're still afraid. You're still scared. I'm not. It's not about the numbers. It's about the support, right? That's all I care about. The people who care about me. That's why I'm here. I'm here for the people who give a shit about me. I'm not here to, but please believe me. Don't hit unsubscribe. I'm not here for those people. You never liked me anyway. You're never going to like me. You're always going to be on the side of doubt. You're always going to thrive on conflict. You're always going to be one of those people who's like, spill the tea. What's the gossip? I don't like that shit. I'm here telling what happened, and I'm not going to censor that. Right? I'm not going to do any of that. It has to be such a lift to speak freely about all this, Reese. Secrets eat at your soul from the inside. Breathe. Thank you. And it's true. It really, really affected me for the last year, not being able to talk about even what Natalie did. And I'm not mad at her. I don't think Natalie's a bad person. I think she's under some control there, and I think that my guess, I don't know if this is true, so don't assume this. My guess is something bad happened, though, maybe in Hawaii or something, because that's when everything she went quiet, and she obviously can't talk about it, right? I get it. And I think that's what's happened. I think she's not a bad person. I think she's being silenced. But I also think she went over to the dark side. I mean, she allowed all of that hate, didn't say anything. She profited off of my pain, didn't say anything, never checked in on me, right? I didn't even know Tony, but I did a video on it, how sad I was for her. I had never even met her. I was very sad for her, right? I felt her pain. She profited off of mine, and that was a bummer. But I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron asked her to do that. I don't know. I don't know where she is. I don't know if she'll fire back at me. I hope she doesn't, because I'm not mad at her, and I don't think she's a bad person. I think she did what she did, and I think there's probably a lot that's happened there that has nothing to do with me, right? I'm probably the last thing on her mind. But I think there's some worry, some nervousness, and probably she's handed her power over just like I did. And it feels so good to be free. I remember when Marilyn made fun of me and was like, thanks, Rip Curl Readiness. When Marilyn said, no one wants to work with Reese. You notice Natalie's not working with her. Aaron doesn't work with her anymore. All these people have dumped her. Quite the opposite, girl. I took my power back. They own you. He owns her. Nobody owns me. I stream what I want to say. I stream with who I want. Nobody's giving me a list of people who I can work with and can't work with. I do what I want. Nothing has ever felt better than that. I promise you, freedom is much better than being in the cool kids club, which I think is what she thinks she's in. Someone needs to tell her she's not. It's dangerous, the situation that she's in. I will never be owned or manipulated by anyone ever again. We are nobody's slave. This is from Buffy, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John, New Testament. I hope Natalie has quietly walked away. I think she has, and I'm still friends with her on Facebook. And Buffy and Baby Steps, thank you for that. It's lovely. I see her on Facebook. She's got like some new job. She seems like she's happy, and I'm happy for her. Honestly, that's probably her way, as best as she can, to take her power back. to just stop streaming because Natalie's not dumb. She's smart. And she probably said, I'm not going to be a part of this shit. So I'm going to have to step away instead of talking about the abuse, instead of coming out and telling the truth of whatever it may be. I don't know her life, right? That's her way of getting away from it. Right? That's my thoughts on it. That's my best guess. She's a smart girl, and she probably was like, I'm walking away from this. I will go get a job that makes me happy and touch grass before right? That's how I see Natalie. I don't think that she's a shit starter. I don't think that she is that way. She got in with the wrong people, and she probably didn't know how to get out without she had to talk about it, and she's not going to do that. I don't blame her. I wasn't either until Aaron freed me last week. Do you think Marilyn is jealous of you? I have no idea. I think a lot of people describe Marilyn as the pick me girl, which I see that about her. Like, I feel like Marilyn is very much like, am I pretty? Please pick me. Like, yes, I think that she has a lot of like insecurities about herself. I think she gets jealous of she's a clout chaser as far as like, as long as I'm in with Aaron, I'm super cool and protected. And she was. I didn't F with Marilyn much. And I never would have. I didn't feel like coming after Natalie. And I hope she didn't take that as an attack. What she did is factual. She made the videos about me and Tommy, and it hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings that she didn't call me to say, hey, are you all right? Hurt my feelings, right? But I got nothing against Natalie. Iwa, I love this. When Nora spoke about Aaron, then when Jenna did, and then when I heard what you said, I fully understood. Yeah, there's a pattern. As far as Marilyn, she's not a tough one for me to figure out. I think she has to feel. I understand this because I've been in her shoes years and years ago. I wasn't to that extent, but I understand she's very pick me. She's very, I need recognition. I need attention in order to thrive. She can't do it on her own. She needs to get energy from others to feel important enough, right? So I don't know that it's a jealousy thing. Thanks, Liz. I'm not going to sit here and go, she's jealous. She is absolutely a bully. She's no question a bully. I'm not going to sit here and go, I think Marilyn's a good person. I don't think she's a good person. I don't think good people attack people like that and laugh about it. I mean, she again, I love that Nora did this yesterday. I watched some of Nora's stream this morning and in the middle of the night when I wasn't asleep last night. There is a gentleman who really, really attacks me in the realm. He's got a really small channel and he doesn't get a lot of views, but he has made it very clear that he is a Nazi and a racist. And he makes videos on me. And I was so happy to find that information out. No one's happy to find out someone's a Nazi, but I was so happy to find that out because to me, anybody who will follow that, you're going to lose all credibility. No one I know supports a Nazi, right? Like that's just, I think that's just a universal, like none of us support that. It's pretty obvious. So when I saw Marilyn wearing his t-shirt, she was wearing one of his t-shirts and she was posting his videos, reposting his videos about me. I thought, oh my God, like I hope she keeps doing that because that is such a gross, like I didn't expect her to stoop that low. Again, I didn't think she was that dumb. But the more I see about Marilyn, I really mean that. Like she is really, really unintelligent. She's not very smart. And so I've also kind of left her alone for those reasons. I feel bad. I'm like, I don't want to attack someone that's really not able to read a room. And I think that's her biggest downfall, right? Is she can't read a room very well. And I think that that's important to have that emotional intelligence. And I don't see that. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. And so once she started reposting that and really going balls to the wall, reposting and wearing his t-shirt, I was like, I think the trash is going to take itself out here. Like, I don't need to do anything on Marilyn. I did do a video on it to explain and show exactly what this person was doing and how she was supporting it. And Susie was too. And Susie, I mean, he says like, I've got all these Nazi tattoos. And Susie was like, I love your tattoos. And I was like, Again, I don't think I need to put any attention on this. They're driving themselves straight into a brick wall. I know Tash Bits. Yeah. That's why I said Marilyn reminds me of Patrick from SpongeBob. Like she just doesn't, she's like Tommy would say, she's definitely not burdened by deep thought. I don't see her going down rabbit holes of deep thought. Like I just don't see it. So I don't really worry about that one. I think that one takes care of itself. But Marilyn reposted the other day this Nazi guy's post, and he was making fun of my sub count going down. And Marilyn wrote, "Fuck around, find out." Like she thought she was clever and she thought she was like the it girl and it was funny and cute. But what she didn't, again, like she can't read a room. And so I'm like, yeesh. It's just it's sad. It's sad. But it's just incredibly basic and to be expected, right? But what I thought was like her cleverness, I thought you are just that typical person in sixth grade who likes makes fun of someone for their jeans, or like you're making fun of the wrong things. If you're going to attack me, don't repost a Nazi's post. First of all, like I'm never going to recommend that for you just from a PR standpoint. Attaching yourself to a known proud boy Nazi, hates anyone that's not white. I'm always going, I work with a PR team, and I feel like even my PR person right now would be like, I don't think that's the best. I don't think that's the best for you. So I was shocked when she reposted that, and again just showed her character of what matters here. Not that like women are being lied about, women are being abused, Tories being screamed at, lies are being told in this community, shots fired, throwing women into brick walls, like none of that. We're going to laugh at Reese's sub count from a Nazi. So I think Marilyn just takes care of herself on smarts and wits, and we'll just let that sink to the bottom like it's going to. I've said this about her, dumber than a sack of diapers. I cannot wrap my mind around why anybody would support a known racist and then put up a post and say, I've never met a racist or a Nazi. I don't know what Reese is talking about. Again, I just have a hard time with that one. So I try not to waste a lot of time on that. I don't know that it's jealousy. I don't think Marilyn's jealous of me because um we have nothing in common. Like, I don't think she wants my life. I think she has the hots for Tommy. I've said that. But like she makes fun of how much blush I wear. And I just think I have been so offended by some of Marilyn's ensembles and clothing choices that I just can't even do it. I get really upset about it. I'm like, anybody who chooses to put that sweater on, it burned right through my retina. Like I had to go get dilated and see an ophthalmologist. I can't do it. So I'm not sure that there's any jealousy there. I think it's more just pick me, please. Am I pretty, mama? Am I pretty? Please. Am I pretty? Please, like I just kind of that's what I get off of her. It's just very like I have to be a member of a group. I can't be on my own. I can't stand on my own. She made fun of me for only streaming on my own. And I thought, see, again, you can't read the room. This is a sign of strength, right? Like yeah, she made fun of my blush. And then I called her a yard gnome and she was like, Reese body shames. And I was like, well, you made fun of my blush? Like, I don't know. It's just, I think that trash takes care of itself. I do. I feel sorry for the girl. I think, I don't know. Is it tough or is it simple? I'm not sure. I just feel bad for her. At one time I did streams with her and I thought she was a nice lady and I felt sorry for her and her cult and everything that she grew up in. And I thought, talk about that. Like she actually has a story that is worth talking about, right? Like she actually had horrible things happen to her. Why on earth you cling to my life and Tommy, right? I get it. Like he's the bad boy. Like everybody wants to have a go at Tommy. He's the sexy criminal. I promise you right now, like Tommy would rather stick his peener into a pencil sharpener. He wouldn't do it. Tommy would rather be dead. Tommy would be like, go pick out a casket. I'm done. Like, I'm going to go home. I'm going home to the Jesus now. So I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to move on from Marilyn. I'm sure she's going to come after me. Yeah, my number one hater makes his videos in a car, and he's also a racist Nazi. Hey, Kat. So Nora did a video on it yesterday, and she showed all the sorry, Kelly Collins. Yeah, it is tough to hear me trash somebody. It is. I think what it is for me, and I said this yesterday, it's not my style. I don't want to, oh, like daily, I think, Raymond. I don't like to trash people. But again, Kelly, I know I get that this is hurtful to some people. They're like, wow, you're doing the same thing. Marilyn has been coming after me for at least a year now. So forgive me while I just burn off this last like steam. Forgive me while I do that. I'm getting it out. This woman has been truly like coming, she's been attacking my child, my character, my partner, right? Like she has taken it way too far. And Aaron has stood by and done nothing, of course, because he unleashed her on me, right? She didn't have any issues with me. This all started once Aaron was like, she won't do anything to you unless I tell her to do anything to you, right? And then it happened. Yeah, I haven't said anything for a very long time. Now, this kind of goes back to the beginning of this stream where like I said I felt bad for cheating on Jeff. And people were like, so what? He cheated on you. And I said, that doesn't cancel it out, though. It doesn't cancel each other out. So Kelly Collins is 100% right here. And I need to get my shit together. I can hear Tori right now going, get your shit together. It's not cool to trash her. But I do harbor and hold a lot of, I don't know if it's anger toward Marilyn. I think it's just disappointment more than anything that she has been doing what her boss tells her to do for the last year. And it was so unnecessary. She got nowhere with it. She does attack my subs. She attacks a lot. She's a flying monkey, no question. She's trying to do a lot of damage. And if you notice, she hasn't grown. She has the same little, her channel is just a public mausoleum. I feel like it's like, here's the tombs. Like it's just the living dead filling the chat. It's the same people. It's the exact same people in this bubble of death of people who are like, get her, Mama Bear, get Reese. And I feel like people are like, why are we attacking Reese? It doesn't matter. Attack. Like there was no reason for that. There never was. And so I feel like I'm just blowing off the last amounts of Marilyn has come at me hard. And I think now that I'm able to finally talk about it, it's just very, it just makes me feel better to get the full, like, you get it now. There was no reason for her to come after me. She didn't have a problem with me. She'll make up stories that she had a problem with me and her friend and this and that. And she'll try to give reasons, but it's not enough. Marilyn and I got along just fine. And I said that many times in my streams. I was like, come on, girl. Yeah, it does, Maisie. I was like, I liked Marilyn. Like I thought her content was good before she just became a troll, right? A yard gnome, if you will. And so, yeah, Melissa, living in that anger is bad for you. So I'm just getting it out. But Kelly Collins is right. It's not my style. It's not natural for me. I don't want to stoop to their level. And that is what I'm doing. You guys can support me all day long, but that is what I'm doing. Sure, they lied about me. They attacked me. They attacked Huxley. And she says she didn't, but so many clips have been played of her. She's like, I've never said his name. She said his name. So Marilyn's a very, very repeat liar. She lies a lot. She gets caught in her lies. Like she's got a post up right now that says, I've never supported or even met a Nazi. So like if we just ignore it, it goes away. Is that like just again not burdened by deep thought? Do you think Aaron is making her attack Linda 100%? Yes. I don't know if you heard what I said, what he told me in Clearwater. And if you understood Linda when I said when I quit his board, it was like 6 seconds and Marilyn was unleashing fury on me, which again, you have to go back and look in time. Marilyn and I did streams together kind of like Natalie and I. There was never any issues. Then suddenly, oh my God, another person, Feral Cheryl. I don't really have any beef with her. I don't know her very well. But I met her in Clearwater a couple times. She kissed me on the cheek. She was so nice to me. She was like, I've always wanted to meet you. And like, she was so nice. And I was like, oh my God, she's so nice. Never had any altercation with this woman. And then I saw on Facebook and I saw in other people's comments, she was like, Reese is a lying fraud piece of shit. Reese is the worst thing I've ever seen. I was like, oh my God. She was like, Reese, you're the worst. Get off YouTube. And I was like, holy shit. Like, it was crazy to watch all of them turn, right? The second I quit his board, like nothing but horrible shit started coming my way. It was just a shit storm. Feral Cheryl just decided she hated me. I was like, oh my, like you can see it in real time. These people cannot think for themselves. They're a piece of veal. They're like, okay, Aaron's the boss, whatever he says. And that's why I'm like, I am so thankful to not be under that Aaron umbrella. He can't hurt me. I'm not one of them. He can do as many attack videos as he wants. He can say, "Oh, wait for these Reese receipts. Now you're really going to see her real character." He can do anything. You can make it fucking rain. Marilyn can too. Right? Cheryl is actually feral. The words she calls people and how she speaks to people. Hey, Little Mink, I don't know much about Feral Cheryl. To be honest, I don't follow a lot of this stuff. I don't follow the drama, but I did watch the video where Aaron threw the chalk at the guy's face, and I was done with that woman when I heard her say what she said. I thought it was so mean. I thought it was so mean on that video when he called the Sea Org people losers. He was like, "You losers," and I was like, "Oh man, that's bad." But then when she was like, what did she say? It's cornstarch, you big babies. Wah! Go home and cry to your mummies. I was like, I did not just hear that. That's the most embarrassing, trashy, horrific thing I had ever heard. To say that to another human being, to throw something, oh yeah. Laura Glass, welcome in. To throw something at someone's face and then double down and not be like, oh my God, are you okay? Like to be like, you big babies, go home and cry to your mummies. Like, let's double down because that's really not embarrassing for you. That is so embarrassing. I was so disappointed in that. How old are we? Yeah, that's a human being. No, somebody got hurt. Like, that's horrific to me. I was like, I can't imagine being at a protest and that happening and someone next to me saying that. I would have been like, get me away from them. Get me off the camera. I'm not associated with it's Marilyn and the knife hoarder guy. It's Marilyn and the that's his name, the Nazi. That's the equivalent to the Cheryl thing. I was like, embarrassment by association right now. Embarrassment by association. I'm so embarrassed right now. Like I have to get off. I was like, I'm going to just, no one was even, I was alone watching the video and I felt like I was live. I was like, oh, I have to get away from this video. I was like, oh, I'm so cringed out right now that I just saw this. I was so embarrassed for her. I was like, I don't know if anybody told you, but to make fun of someone, they were dumping hot water on them. Linda, they may have been. But to scream that and go home and cry to your mummy. Like, why, Linda? Why? Does one equal the other? This is what I'm saying about Marilyn right now. I'm accusing myself. I'm taking accountability right now for being a troll against Marilyn right now. Like, that doesn't make it okay just because Marilyn has been attacking me, right, for like the last year. Doesn't make it okay. And I'm doing it anyway. They won't ever take accountability, though. I'm not saying it's cool that I'm doing it, but at least I'm aware of it. I'm aware of the shit I'm pulling right now. And I don't like what's coming out of my mouth. I'm disappointed in myself, right? But whether they did or didn't, I thought Reese didn't watch YouTube stuff. Oh my God, I've seen so many clips. Of, have you seen that? Like the major stuff, Little Mink? Yes. That incident with Aaron calling them losers and all that, of course I saw that. Yeah, that was kind of a big deal. Of course I saw that. And I do, I've said this, I check on my trolls. I check on my people. I love when people like Marilyn are like, I don't ever watch it. I don't go over there. People send me things. I'm like, again, you're not Taylor Swift. That's enough. You don't have a crew of people. You don't have a team sending you things. She's watching right now. I guarantee it. Um, yeah, I don't want to make this a habit. Exactly. But I can't help. Sue, I had to get this out. It was so, the water had risen so high. I felt like I was like gasping for air. And I'm so thankful that Aaron set me free last week. When he came out and trashed me like that, and I had not mentioned him, I had not done anything. Good for you, little Mink. I had not mentioned, or I hadn't done anything to instigate anything. Um, he set me free. And Tori set me even more free by putting out the truth and saying, that's not true. He's trashing my friends and it needs to stop. Right? I have held back long enough. But after everything I just said today, I'm not pissed at Aaron. I'm not trying to love you, Stacy. I'm not trying to hurt Aaron by doing all of this. But Aaron absolutely has sicked Marilyn on me for over a year. And eventually the truth does come out. Eventually, you cannot abuse people over and over and silence people and harm people. You can't do that forever. Eventually, people go, I've had enough. I've had enough. And that's what you're seeing. I've read the list to you guys. There's a long list of people, right, that have been hurt by Aaron and his posse of crazy people. We've had enough. And now people are speaking out. Yeah, Bethany says they were not throwing hot water on them. I watched the video. I didn't see anywhere where someone was throwing water. I saw Aaron throw chalk and he went, here you go, like very intentionally. And then I saw them dumping water, but I didn't see them like chuck hot water. But I only watched it twice. I watched that clip because I was so embarrassed by him calling the guy a loser and by Farrell Cheryl's crazy ass. Wah! I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like my ears hurt. I was like, this is so embarrassing. I'm glad that woman hates me. Like, I don't want to be associated with racists, Nazis, Marilyn, who associates with those, Cheryl, who does that, Aaron, who calls people losers. Like, I don't want to be associated with any of that. If that means that I have to lose a ton of subs, right? If that means I have to lose a ton of people and they just dwindle down my channel and I'm just over here by myself doing my thing to the 10 people who still like me, that's okay too. I will continue to live my life. Janet, Scientology didn't throw hot water on the protesters that day during the chalk incident. They threw water on chalk that they had drawn. That's what I saw with my eyes. I saw them dumping water onto the chalk. That was the purpose of the water. I didn't see them chucking water. Like, was Aaron soaking wet? I didn't see him throw water. I saw Aaron throw chalk. And thank you, Janet, for your super chat. But I am not afraid of losing people. I'm not afraid of Aaron trying to tear my channel down. I'm not afraid of him trying to bury me or anything like that on YouTube. I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I'm not afraid of Marilyn, and I will speak when I need to speak about this. So I'm not going to say anymore. I'm not going to talk about this anymore, guys. I'll talk about it when I need to talk about it. For now, I got it all out. I'm not aiming anything at Aaron. I'm not trying to do anything to hurt Aaron. But I also have been very, very hurt by Aaron. And that's been a disappointment in and of itself, right? Thank you. At least 15 people like you, Reese. Don't sell yourself short. Melissa's one of them. I knew it. Aaron was wet from the humidity and the heat that day. I bet he was. He's typically kind of sweaty. Hey, Susan. I haven't watched The Hate. I know about it and watched Tori. Hang in there. It will pass. It will pass. And Tori is a beautiful human being who I think Marilyn will definitely be on his board. Yes. Yeah. And I think that's best. I think that's really a good thing. Honestly, I think those two, and I mean that, I think those two are good together because they're both little demons. Like they're both, I think all those people love conflict. They thrive on it. Cheryl, I think all those people love gossip, hate, conflict. That's Marilyn's entire channel. is just a bunch of people who are like, here for it, here for the tea, Mama Bear, spill it, right? And as she tries to choke it out and get it out, she can't even do that because she's on a script. She doesn't even know what she's hating. That's how I feel about that. But whoever said that earlier is right. Like, I'm not any better right now. I'm not any better doing what I'm doing. Thank you, OC Angel. I will polish myself up. I will be more ladylike. I will not attack Marilyn anymore, but she had it coming as far as I'm concerned. I had to get that out. She deserved it. That woman has been attacking me and my son for a long time and telling lies about me. And I'm done with her now. I've washed my hands of that. And I wait for her empty response, her hollow response of none of that's true. And Reese talks about me. Aaron put up a post not that long ago, and I didn't get to see it. Someone screenshot it and sent it to me and said, if Reese stops trashing Marilyn, all of this would go away. The only reason Marilyn is talking about Reese is because Reese attacks her. And I thought that's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. Go look at Marilyn's channel. Nora did this yesterday. Go look at her videos. Reese, 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 Tommy, 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 Reese, Tommy, Reese, 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 Reese. Go look at my videos. I think I did one video on Marilyn. So again, lies, deceit, lies. Go look at her channel if you can stand it. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Reese, 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 Reese. That woman came for me and never stopped. So for Aaron to say, like, if Reese would just stop attacking Marilyn, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm going to waste my time on that one. There's not enough content for me to do on her. She's not burdened by deep thought. There's nothing I could do on her. What am I going to say about Marilyn? She's so smart. I don't have anything to say. She hangs out with Nazis. I don't have anything to say. That's all I see. She's a follower. She's a clout chaser. She has nothing to do with Scientology, and yet she's all about Scientology and chasing down the community. And in the beginning, she was supportive of the second gens, and then it just suddenly she became evil. And I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. Joanne says, no, thank you. I'd rather poke my eyes out with a fork. Yeah. They're puppets. Yeah. Yeah. That's where we're at. I got everything out I think I needed to get out. But back to just real quick, I hope this all Marilyn came into your comments and said she wanted to stop and be cordial. Then the next day she's back. Yeah, she actually came in and I apologized to her. And she was like, I'm sorry too. And I thought, oh my God, I love her again. That's the Marilyn, like that's the real Marilyn. And like 10 minutes later, she went live and she was like, fuck Reese. I associate with people who support Nazis. I was like, what? No, she didn't really say that. But she reposts his shit. So, I mean, to me, that's support. Hey, Ms. Weedy Poo. So, yeah, she immediately took back her sorry and was like, I'm just kidding. I lied. Yeah, so it's pretty easy if you zoom out and you just see it. If you just see it for what it is, zooming in is what gets you into trouble. Picking apart and dissecting details is where you're like, here's what I've learned in the last week. Because I started picking shit apart. I was like, Aaron said what? Because I didn't watch him. I was like, Aaron said what? And he showed what? Marilyn said this. And I found myself being like, wait, what? And it was like, wait, whoa, 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 zoom out. Do I want to be a part of this? No, it's evil. It's a scheme. They're scheming. It's satanic shit. It's demonic. I was like, all I know is this makes my stomach turn. I don't need to figure out and pull shit apart. They're just back at their old tricks. That's what they're doing. He has sent her after me for a year, and now he's turned directly the camera at me. Now he's coming for me directly. But he's spinning it into I'm a victim and Reese is a bad person. So that's all that's happening. And he's probably, like I said, he'll continue to come for me. It'll be some surreptitious bullshit. Something new is going to leak and come out. I'm sure it'll be all fun and games and we'll all have to unsubscribe from my channel. But I hope you understand the reason I did this was I have been in a state of fear since I was, as long as I can remember, 4. And the OG was my dad, Scientologist. And I tend to flock to men who are very, thank you, Yadira, who are very intimidating. For sure, teacher mama life. Intimidating, and they take advantage of the fact that I'm easy to intimidate. They make themselves bigger, they make themselves scarier, and they intimidate me, and it's always worked, and I've always backed down. In Aaron's kitchen, when he said that to me and was like, "But you're not quitting my board, right?" I was like, "Okay, I get it. I get it." I've been there. Marilyn's there right now. I'm sure Natalie was there at one point. They were all afraid of him. I was afraid of him. And I'm not now because it's just YouTube. It's YouTube. Like, who cares? It's simply YouTube. I know who I am. Most of you know who I am, and I'm here for those people, not the people who hate me, not the Marilyns of the world, the Farrell Sherrills. I'm not there for them, right? So I'm not afraid anymore, and I'm not afraid to use my voice, and I will never get myself into a situation ever again where somebody has that kind of fucking control over me, and I hope you don't either. Nobody should have that much control over a person. And if you saw Aaron's video, I saw it on Nora's replay. He was mad at Mark Bunker because of his mod. He wanted Mark to get rid of a mod. He wanted Tori to fire her mod. It was the same mod. They had the same mod. Like, no one should be trying to control anybody's voice, anybody's channel, how they run things. And you can see that. He even said something like that. Thank you, Cliff Ann. I already mentioned that, Cliff Ann. Right? Aaron even said, "That's not good enough for me." Like, I'm the big fucking dog here, and I'm going to run this show, and I'm going to run your show and your show, or I'll take it away. I'll trash your character. I brought your channel onto this platform. I'll take it away. That's how I see him now. Take it away, dude. Take it away. I'm not going anywhere. Take it away. Tear it down. Get Marilyn to say something new. Do it. Not worried about, not afraid anymore. That's all this was about. And now that I've fully spoken, I feel like used my voice, I'm going to go back to my regular content tomorrow. But if I do feel like I need to bring it up, if there's something I need to say, I will. And for those who like Cliff Ann, who says you're better than this, she's right. And if you need to take a break from me, if you need to unsubscribe, I totally understand. But I think the people who stay with me are the ones who have faced an abuser head on before, and they know what this is like. I've never really faced an abuser head on before, and it's scary. And I'm lucky to have all these voices here with me saying, "We stand with you, Reese. We're here." So if the number dwindles and it's just a few choice, amazing, quality people, I'm thankful to have that. That's a God gift right there. I don't want people who don't support me, and I don't want people who thrive on conflict. But I totally understand if you need to leave my channel, if you need to walk away, if you are disappointed in me, if you thought higher of me. I am getting off the abuse that I went through for the last year and a half with this whole Aaron umbrella, this whole tangled web of fucking people that should have never been doing, not healed enough. None of us were healed enough to be doing anything together, starting boards, foundations, channels, platforms, any of that. It's best to just, there are too many broken people. There's too much hurt, and I will not be silenced. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm just staking my space, and I'm saying, this is where I stand, and I'm not going to be silenced. So if you're disappointed in me, I understand. I am a little bit too, to be honest. I wish none of this had happened. I shouldn't have said that about Marilyn today, but I also don't take it back this time. She came for me hard, and she came for my son. And I'm not going to keep making video after video after video about her, right? There's no content. I couldn't if I wanted to. I couldn't do anything on her. It's empty. It's hollow. Thank you, Melissa. If you don't see the bigger picture, though, if you're just down in the conflict part of this, I can't help you. If you don't see the bigger picture, that I had to use my voice to finally get all of this off, all this stuff I've been holding in and terrified and fearful of Aaron. Alicia, that's a beautiful thing to say. I'm here for your presence, not your perfection. I love you too. Thank you, Tracy Lace. Yeah. They're rage baiters. Absolutely, they are, Robin. And it's enough. We've called it. We've shined the light on it, and I'm fucking done. I'm done until I'm not done and I need to talk about it again. But that's everything I need to say. I tried to explain to you about bull bait and all of that and how that works and how it's a learned freeze response. And that's why I haven't ever talked. I never talk. Aaron is not the first bully. Marilyn's not the first bully that's come into my life. I don't say anything. It works on me. It's a tactic that works, right? Jeannie Hansen. Yeah, Janet Hunter. You got to say your piece to claim your piece. I love that, Helena. Thank you. I'm trying to unlearn the bull bait tactics and not freeze. I don't want to freeze anymore. When people cross, I love this woman. I'm waiting on it to arrive. Okay, bye-bye, Reese. Enjoy your life. But please do get and use the 4 agreements. Enjoy your life. I love you, Tori. I was going to text you later. I hope that you're well, and I love you. Thank you for being here. I love that woman. She is absolutely a pillar of strength. And we're all grateful for Tori and support Tori. While you guys are here, please hit the like button. Please hit subscribe. Hype this video. Do all those things, please. It helps, and this is my job. So we will be back tomorrow to our regularly scheduled things. And again, I'm disappointed in me too. But I had to get out. I had to get it out. I had to say my piece. And I think I did it. I think I'm done. I think I feel better. I'm glad I said the whole picture. For me, it needed to be said. I don't think YouTube is the place to do it, but they, again, didn't give us a choice on that. So I finished it that way. The difference is they attacked you first. You are defending yourself. If somebody attacks you with a knife, you don't stand there and let them try. I agree, but it's time to stop too. It's time to stop. There was a time and a place. I got out what I needed to get out, and now it's time to stop. I don't do content on this shit, and I couldn't if I wanted to. I'm not going to repeat myself every day. I'm not going to be stuck on a loop about this. I'm going to move on, and I'm sad that it all had to go down this way. And I will do better as a human. I'm going to polish myself up and not be. Oh, Kelly Collins, I know it's supposed to get really bad here. Oh, Tori, that is. Don't be disappointed. You stood up for you. I love you, Tori. I really love you. And I'm not love bombing you. I just really, really love you. You seem to understand me on a very deep level. And I don't have a lot of friends like that. And I'm honored to know you. I really am. Thank you. That is such a kind and validating, Tori. It's so validating. But it is time to move on. It's time to move on. And I want more than anything, you know what my biggest wish is? I've talked about this behind the scenes for a few days with people. I want this community to heal as best as we possibly can. I want Marilyn to have her own voice, to do her own content and do what it is, right? Without attacking people. I want Aaron to go back to what he was doing, which is really, really good at Scientology content. Because he is. He's good at it. I want all of the haters to just go back to their little holes. I want everybody to just heal from this and move on. Have a voice, use it, but don't use it to attack. Use it to tell the truth. Love you, Tori. And that's it. Let's fucking heal from this and move on. Human progress isn't linear. Thank you, baby steps. Thank you for your super chat. I'm not a troll channel and I never will be. You can't turn me into that. I'm not evil and I never will be turned into an evil person. I said my truth. I had to get it all out. I feel better about it. To those who continue to support me and who didn't hit unsubscribe and are going to stay, that's who I'm here for. Thank you for that. To those that leave, you were never for me anyway, or if I disappointed you, I'm sorry. I hope to see you again one day. This wasn't ever about numbers. It's about quality. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Thank you for being members, gifting memberships. All of those things really help me in Huxley. It supports me. It supports my son. And you're supporting your local YouTuber. Thank you. I love you, Liz Tricks. Proud of you, my friend. Thank you, Liz Tricks. That is so, so kind. I love you guys. I will be back. Yeah, right there. It's empowering to see women stand up for themselves. That's all I wish for Marilyn. Don't attack women. Don't attack people anymore. It's a trashy look. And don't support Nazis, for God's sakes, people. I thought that went without saying. You're a born entertainer. I have laughed and cried with you. Thank you, Molly Moon. I love you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. While you're here, hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Hit the like button. Please. Please do that. It helps the stream and it helps me. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And here comes Fred.